Malik, you know when I get to thinking, that's a dangerous thing. Right? So I've been thinking and I've been listening though all day long, watching all the shows. It's Tyrese Halliburton, the superstar. Let me say this: there's only five superstars in the league: LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jokic. The rest of the guys in this league are earning their stripes to be superstars. Now, is Tyrese Halliburton a great player, a great player? Absolutely, he's a great player right now in this postseason. But what he's been showing us, he's been playing like a great player. Like when you control the pace like he did, control it from the floor general leadership standpoint. Not only you said they said it about when they lost game three about the coach, he said it in the and he backed it up. He's been doing everything and more, and everything he do from the token sides or whatever. He's coming out there and he's backing it up in great.
I gotta say this to you because this needs to be said. He's playing like a superstar last night. They say you make your money in the regular season, you make your legacy in the postseason. We talked about that the other day. He is in a position where he is making his legacy. Absolutely. And when you look at it from that standpoint, the fact of the matter is you got a whole bunch of people that want to talk. I want to know who these players were that labeled him overrated. They got some explaining to do, or they should never be asked for their opinions again.
I'm gonna tell you something. That performance last night reminded me of a teammate of mine, Coach Razor Ryan. And if y'all don't know, go YouTube some of his playoff moments. And y'all will see he done had 40-point triple doubles. He didn't had 30-point triple doubles. And that was one of those moments where you have zero turnovers.
Zero.
I mean, could you ask for more out of your point guard?
That's my favorite thing about last night. 15 assists, no turnovers. He leads the postseason over 9 assists per game and only 1 turnover.
Yeah.
That's an incredible ratio. That's a coach's dream right there.
It's his bread and butter. And I love that he said at the podium that, you know what, I need to be better. He put it squarely on his chest. It's the same thing that Julius Randle did after game 4. He only had 5 points in the last game. And now he says, you know what, I know. It's on me. I got to respond. I'm not going to blame anybody else. The proof is in the pudding. We'll be right back.
Also outplaying Brunson.
So this is pickleball? Probably get some pickles at the bar.
Next, David and other David.
Better idea. We're all better. Still haven't seen the guy with the pickles. You know what I mean?
Only getting isolated results. Big gains come from AI that works across all your data and applications. The AI built for business. IBM.
Everything is being more expensive.
Prices are up. At Metro, we lowered prices. One line of unlimited 5G, now $40, period. And a free 5G phone. Only at Metro. The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clear skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and get blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases.
Hey, what's happening there, Brian?
Events, infection, at B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planned. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Glad you made it in.
Itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
What you been up to, man? Off this evening? Turn down the basketball game. Oh, appreciate you being here, brother, for real. Nice. Day off. Same here, man. I had a day off today too, man. Funny thing about it, I slept mostly all day long today. What is up? Trent, what's happening, baby? How you doing, man? Can you all hear me fine? He'll pay for it this weekend. Oh, okay. I am doing great, man. I am doing wonderful. I cannot complain. And even if I did, it wouldn't matter because no one would listen. So I am doing awesome, man. Hey, Kenneth, what's happening, man? So glad y'all are here. I'm glad I came on early. Christmas stuff. What? What are you talking about? Like presents or something like that, Brian? Or Christmas presents that you've already bought for people for Christmas. You just getting a jump start. Oh, you work at Hobby Lobby. Oh, okay. Oh, 600 trees already. Goodness gracious. Man, we haven't even hit Labor Day yet. Hey, Brian, man, I have a question for you, man. I was actually thinking about trying to do a mystery box battle, bro. So I was trying to see who wants to do one with me. Want to try one of mystery box battle with me, man? Okay. Anybody else too? Trent, Kenneth, hey, go for all y'all. Want to have a little mystery box battle together? Let's do it. Cause they seem really fun. I never done one before. Hey, man, I already know that you've been doing these for quite some time, so I already know that you probably already got all of the good places where to go. So I would say to you, which place do you recommend? Yeah, man. See the ones that you do all the time. And I'm like, man, Brian, man, get some nice stuff sometimes. But bro, sometimes you get some trash, bro. Oh, yeah. So bless you. Hey, you gotta tell me how did it go, man. This is your first one. So I hope you get like a killer box. I hope you get a big hit and just for your first shot, hit it like a Babe Ruth shot or something like that. Yeah, Brian. I heard about the ones that Poppin' Duo is gonna be doing, and those seem kind of interesting, BM, because I think they're doing pops and sodas, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. hmm Definitely agree. Definitely agree with you, Trent. See, I'm not really into Stranger Things like that, so that actual box won't even interest me because I'm not even feeling Stranger Things like that. Please don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me. I'm sorry. Bro, when the Stranger Thing when the Stranger Things hype train started, I watched maybe the first two episodes, and after that, I was like, okay, I think I'm finished with this right now. So I didn't watch it ever since then. The only pop that I need for Funko to make is I need for Funko to make an Asajj Ventress, either in a soda or a chase or a pop or something. There is no reason we have 80 billion Kylo Rens and 8 trillion Baby Yoda Grogu, and we don't have one Asajj Ventress. Knowing everybody would go crazy over that pop. So the shows were worth watching, Brian? Does it get better as it goes on? Okay. Okay, well, maybe y'all have to give it a shot. Maybe I'll have to give it another shot, man. Because, like I said, I watched the first two episodes and I was like, I don't know about this one. So, what do y'all got planned for the evening, man? Are y'all going to watch the basketball game? You going to chill out at home and barbecue or something? What y'all got going on? Okay, Hurricane game. Okay, watching the hockey game. Okay, I feel that. Think I'm gonna watch the basketball game. Minnesota, or is it Minnesota? Minnesota, OKC. Definitely gonna check that one out. Ooh, man, you don't want to. Ooh, they don't want to go fishing early there, Brian. Man, they can't lose, man. They don't want to go fishing early like that. Hey, Brian, what you think about your Freddie Fresh chilling with the Run DMC crew that I showed earlier today? Oh, my man Trent, you gotta go to work, bro. I feel you, man. Hey, get some rest, brother. Get some rest, cause I know how it is. Cause when I gotta go to work, man, I gotta get up at 4:30 a.m. So I feel you, bro. Yeah, man, it fit right in, man. He looked really good, man. I love that pop a lot, man. Pop's really cool. Same here, man. Same here, because he is appreciated. He is sitting right there next to the rest of my DMC. I'm looking at him right now. He has a very safe home here with me. For real. Looking for Nash. Yes. Wonder Twin, what's up? Let's go. 200 subscribers. Let's go. It's crazy. It's crazy. Man, man, I think back to when I started this channel. I was so psyched up when I got the first sub. And I get excited every time after, man. So to my subscribers out there, thank you so much. Like for real, for, for me to you, for real. Thank you so much for tuning in, supporting the channel, checking me out all the time, checking out my videos, commenting on the videos. Man, I couldn't do none of this without y'all. So thank you so much, every one of y'all. Appreciate that, Brian. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. Some of those whatnot shows, Brian, they really aren't like really what they used to be. Me now, I have like just a select few people that I actually deal with because I don't want to have to deal with the nonsense and I'm dealing with some of these people on whatnot too. You Hey Brian, there has been a whole lot of people saying that. Even like some of the bigger companies, like what is it, DH Hobbies or something like that, where they have like an actual brick and mortar. So they even said that their business even slowed down a whole lot too with the Funko side of things. And they want you to pay to promote. Really? I thought they always did that. So, Brian, do you think whatnot is going to be something that you're going to keep on doing?
Well, I'm just wondering for you, Coach, is there a moment right now where you're back in the locker room where you know, because you've been with coaches that come back from down year one. I know I've said it a couple of times, but it bears repeating here. Do you know right now whether or not they have that belief in you looking around and saying, oh, yeah, we've got it, we can go do this?
Well, they had a meeting this morning. The coaching staff felt they his senses that the guys believe. Pitchers didn't do a pregame speech, but all that doesn't matter. It's not about talking right now. It's about showing. They got to get out here in front of this crowd and find a way to bring the back to Minnesota. And it starts with Anthony Edwards. Cannot put it on him enough. And when he does it,
Man, the shows that I used to love on whatnot when I first started collecting were those shows where they would have the whatnot seller. They'll have a store or something like that, and they will be going through this big old store showing you all these different pops. Man, it actually felt like you were actually going on an actual Funko Pop virtually from your house. And that's how I got turned on to whatnot. Because I started watching shows like that and was like, yo, I am most definitely gonna buy some stuff from here this way. And it's so simple and convenient. You can just sit at the house, sit at the doctor's office, sit at the dentist's office or whatever, stressing out, and you can sit here and de-stress a little bit and get you a Funko Pop or something like that and chill out. Man, hey, people are what? Now they're on to something, y'all. Oh, $7 pop. Were the first people you ever bought a mystery box from, or just anything pop from? Hey,
What's up, buddy?
hey, Popagoss, welcome in, man.
What's up, man? Sorry, I was thinking of I was thinking of not Eastern time, so
That's cool.
how you
That's cool,
doing?
man. That's cool. We've just been sitting here talking, man, chopping it up a little bit.
See who do we got in the chat?
Man, we got Brian, we got Trent, man, we got some of everybody. We got Kenneth, we got some of everybody tonight.
All right. Let me get
Yeah,
this
man.
pulled up here.
Can y'all hear me fine?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear in the chat? Let's see here.
What's up? Paper Goose.
Paper Goose.
Paper Goose. All right, cool. Appreciate that, Brian. But yeah, man, I just wanted to thank you all for coming out and celebrating 200 subs with me, man. I have, as you see, Popagoss here, and in a few minutes we'll have another special guest, and we'll introduce him when he comes in.
Heck
so,
yeah.
What we're gonna do is maybe we'll go ahead and get things started, and we'll talk to Rob and everything about the different questions, right? All right. So my first question for you, Josh, and for everybody in the chat: what was it that made you fall in love with the hobby of Funko Pop collecting?
What made me fall in love with collecting Funko Pop?
Yes.
I think just my love for pop culture, just in general. Like Funko has something for everyone for the most part. Like if you like cartoons, if you like anime, if you like sports, if you like movies, old movies, new movies, If you like superhero, I mean, it has everything that you would want. So I think just my love for movies and pop culture, I think Funko is like been really big for that. I had no idea how vast and like large Funko was until probably about 3 years ago when I started heavily collecting. And it's just crazy like how much stuff they already have and what stuff's coming out soon, and it's pretty nuts.
That's all right, man.
Yeah.
That is all right, man. What is that in the background there? Is that an autograph poster that I see back there?
These ones aren't autographed, but this is so we got the Hateful Eight, Quentin Tarantino, and then Beetlejuice, black and white, and then a Frankenstein. This one's autographed. It's this is my Halloween cast piece. It's signed by 6 people total, including John Carpenter. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm still adding to that piece. I was gonna get it. I went to GalaxyCon Saturday here, and William Shatner was there, but I didn't get a chance to. By the time I got back around to his table, he'd already left. So,
Man, I was super jealous when I heard you went to GalaxyCon, man, because I was like, I know Josh is out there having himself a complete and total utter blast.
Yeah, it was kind of last minute. I probably about 2-3 days. Well, 3 days before. Oh, my son's saying hi.
What's up, Lennon?
Lennon's saying hi. But yeah, my buddy here in Oklahoma, Donovan, the Happy Toys and Collectibles, he messaged me. He lives like right up the street from me, but we had never met in person. And he asked me if I was going to GalaxyCon, and I said, "Hey, can you be quiet for a second?" And then he asked me if I was going, and I was like, "No, I haven't really decided. I mean, we got Texas Frightmare Weekend in Dallas the same weekend, and GalaxyCon also. So I was like, I'd rather go to Frightmare, but obviously we didn't get to go to that this year. So I told him I wasn't sure, but I was probably going to be here." And so he asked me if I could get a couple autographs for him, and he would buy my ticket to get into GalaxyCon, and give me the cash to go get him a couple autographs. So I didn't have anything else going on, so Lennon and I went down there Saturday. It was pretty busy compared to last year's Saturday, and it was kind of surprising because like GalaxyCon gets so many celebrities, but there was only a couple that were super busy all day.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to a con this year. I'm not sure yet, but I'm planning really for next year because I really want to go to MegaCon.
Nice, that one's
Orlando.
awesome.
And if I do right, think that I'll be able to check that one out for sure.
Yeah, MegaCon looks super awesome. At least last year's was a crazy lineup, so I can only imagine they'll probably go bigger this year.
Man, if they have somebody like Hayden Christensen there, and I get Hayden Christensen's autograph on something, oh my God, I think I might fall out, man. For real.
No, Hayden would be, he's definitely top of a lot of people's lists. He's I saw he was gonna be not here in Oklahoma, but he was gonna be, I think he's got 2 conventions in Texas that he's gonna be at. One, I think one's in Houston, which is kind of far. I thought it was a lot closer to me, but I think it's like a 6-hour drive from where I am. And then I think he's doing one in San Antonio, maybe, or yeah, I think it's like it's called like Space Con or something, and he's like the big guest that got announced, but He's a little pricey. I mean, I get it, but yeah, he'd be a more expensive one if I did meet him one day. I think he'll probably end up being at like Fan Expo Denver, which I have some friends that still live in Colorado. My brother still lives there, and they were messaging me today actually, and they were like, "Hey, are you going to Fan Expo Denver? Are you going to be in town?" And I was like, I didn't make plans yet, but I can look at it. I'll see." But yeah, it'd be fun. I know Fan Expo Denver just announced John Cena yesterday or the day before, so that was a pretty big name. But
A lot of people gonna get that autograph because a lot of people really dig on Cena a lot.
yeah, no, he's real. It's funny because like I've never, when I was little or younger, I guess I should say, I was kind of into wrestling, but not in wrestling when like John Cena took over and all those other people during that era. But I've come to really love and appreciate John Cena for his acting. Like he's really funny, and I think Peacemaker is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bree came in here. Bree said, "Congrats on the 200, Tommy."
Bree, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
It's been
Bree's
fun.
awesome. But yeah, John Cena's like he's super funny. I mean, I don't think people give him enough credit for how far he's come. Him and Dave Bautista both like. Dave Bautista got criticized for his acting when he first left wrestling, and he, instead of like taking it as a negative, he like really he got a couple acting coaches. And hey, Robert.
Look at our other special guest of the evening, my friend, my brother from another mother,
Yeah,
my main
Robert.
man Rob.
Hey, sorry I'm a little late.
Oh, you're good. I did the same thing.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Robert. I wasn't thinking of the East Coast time because I'm in Central. So it's all good.
Oh,
Yep.
me, I'm just in the middle of moving. I just got back from a giant load from my old house, trying to hurry to get here in time for this. And oh, it's nice to just relax and hang with you guys.
How's the move going so far?
Hope it's going easy for you.
It's a lot. I mean, you all know my collection. It's a lot to move all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it, but I love the new place. As you say, I'm finally starting to set up my room.
Background looks great, especially with that blue.
Yeah, I love the blue walls.
Feels all serene and beachy and all that good stuff.
Yeah, just a happy feeling. I love the bright blue. It feels good to be in here. I really like the bright colors.
Yeah, look, you can already tell it's just that room you're in. It looks a lot brighter.
Oh, looks like, hey,
what are you
Trent,
gonna do
hey,
about
everybody.
your Batman setup?
What'd you say, Tommy?
What's that?
Oh, I didn't hear what Tommy asked.
Oh, I asked Rob what he was gonna do with his Batman setup. Do you know how that's gonna get set up this time?
I'm not sure. I have not found where that's going to go. I might have one shelf for Batman, which means I'm going to have to really downsize my Batman collection and get rid of a lot of it. So all of my Batman stuff is still in boxes because I don't know what to do with it. I can just think of one place to get one shelf for it, and that's it.
Well, if you have any cool Batman pops that need adopting at a new home, I'll gladly volunteer my services for you because you are my brother.
Yeah, Robert has one of the best Batman collections
Yes.
around for sure.
Remember that contest that he won over on where was that at?
Yeah, Slapshot.
Yeah, that one, the one at Slapshot.
Yeah, he already had the pop that he won, so we did a trade. He sent me that pop, the Batman Superman pop, and then I sent him a Terrifier pop, I think.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, no, that was I kind of they didn't use all my I didn't have mine in like a full setup collection when I sent the pictures. I sent like one by one because I didn't know how I didn't have them like all displayed together like Rob does. So yeah, they just only picked a few of the things that I sent them, unfortunately. But mine's, I mean, even if they'd used all of them, mine's nowhere near. Mine was mostly, it wasn't really Funko. I'm a diehard Batman fan, but I only have like maybe 10 Batman Funkos like related to Batman.
Oh, wow.
But like I have a lot of McFarlane toys. Like I have a ton of like Batman McFarlane toys and statues and collectible popcorn buckets and like those are the only popcorn buckets I buy as the Batman. I buy some of the other ones, but I usually end up just selling them for like profit. Like I had the dead or the baby pool popcorn bucket that was like a baby pool in a car seat with like it was a pretty extravagant popcorn bucket. I bought it and then I did my movie review for my channel and I put that in the back seat. So I used it for the video, but then I sold it like 2 weeks later for like $30 over what I paid for it. So
man, those are movie buckets are some real nice things to get.
Yeah.
Remember,
there's some cool ones.
One was nice.
I really want to get the new Jaws one that's coming out from Alamo Draft House. It's like a big shark head that opens up and the popcorn goes in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's going to be a lot of cool Jaws stuff this year for the anniversary, the 50th anniversary. Those new Funko Pops that just came out look so nice. I got to grab those.
The new Funko movie cover they just announced for Jaws looks really cool. Have you seen that?
Yeah. I just saw. Actually, it's funny you say that because I just saw that on Diss Tracker's Instagram last night, and I sent it to another group chat, and because somebody in the other group chat they just got the 3 new ones that just came out, and I was like, man, I got to get that VHS cover one. That's so cool. That one's the new one's way cooler than I know I like Brody, but the old one that they did for Fun on the Run, it's kind of just plain. It just has Brody, and then it's like it's still cool, but I haven't even bought that one, so I'm glad I waited because I'd rather have the actual Jaws poster one.
Yeah, I agree. I never got that other one either, and I'm glad because I want this new one.
Well, and it's been the other one's been like super cheap. I just have so much stuff. I was like, do I really need another one? Because for a second I was gonna collect all the like horror themed ones only, and not because there's a ton of VHS covers. So I was gonna just collect the horror ones, but I just got the Halloween one that glows in the dark, and then I got the Killer Clowns one, and then I still need to get the Gremlins one that's flocked. I don't have that one yet, but I need to get that one, and then the Jaws one, obviously, and then I think I'll be because they don't have a ton of horror ones yet.
I just unboxed that one yesterday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the one.
Nice, man.
Yeah, that's the one.
I really like this one. It's one
that's
of the
Walmart one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's cool. That one looks really good too with I've seen some people like get that one autographed by like Joe Dante or
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel or Zach Galligan or whatever.
That would definitely be a cool one to get an autograph one for sure.
Yeah, especially if you could get it like in some kind of neon color that like kind of glows a little, not glows, but like is much brighter than the normal one.
Let it be like a black light.
Yeah, black light one would be like a black light paint pen or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yep. Yeah, that would look really good. I have a Gremlin. I have another Gremlins pop that I got in a mystery box that's autographed by Zach Galligan. I have a few I've met. I mean, I got that in a mystery box, but then I met Zach Galligan years ago in Denver, and then he signed this shirt for me, and then we met him at Texas Frightmare Weekend last year, I believe. But he's super nice. He's kind of quiet, but he's really nice. He's a nice guy.
Man, check it out, man. Check the message from Luck and Finesse, man. They have their favorite Batman villain,
the Dark Knight Joker.
Dark Knight Rises Joker, and I think there's a lot of people feeling that same way.
Yeah. Do you guys have the movie poster, the Funko movie poster, The Dark Knight?
Yes, it's right there.
Yeah, that's the only one I have because those are so big. Like I got it when it first came out because GameStop had it on sale for, I think they had it for like 50% off. So I bought it right away. But once I saw how big the movie poster ones were, I was like, this is the only one I'm getting unless they come out with like an Alien one or a something cool. The Indiana Jones one I do like just because I love Indiana Jones, but it's way too big. I can't put more than the Dark Knight one on my wall.
Yeah, I wanted that Dark Knight one until I saw how huge it was, and I just didn't have the space. If they release one like that for a horror movie I really like, I would probably get it, but that's the only time I'd get one of those giant movie posters.
Yeah, well, and not only is like the case itself really big and the poster inside, but the pops are kind of big too. Like if you look at them, they don't look like 4-inch pops. They look like closer to 6-inch pops almost.
They are definitely bigger.
They're huge.
4-inch pop. Definitely bigger.
But I mean,
right now, and yes, they're bigger.
Yeah, I had to get that one though, because that's one of the greatest. Not just a sequel or a comic book movie. That's one of the best movies that's ever been made. I think that one broke back when it came out, that one broke the record for most times I saw a movie in the theater. I saw it a lot. I saw it in like I think I saw it in 4 different states. And I saw just because I was traveling the summer that it came out. And I dressed up as the Heath Ledger Joker at the premiere.
Oh, cool!
And then
I need to see that.
I've only dressed up for 2 events. I've never cosplayed at like a convention or anything. I've cosplayed at 2 movie premieres. I did The Dark Knight, and then I did. My buddy made me a Dobby costume for the final Harry Potter movie, and I was like, well, I gotta go now because he like made me this homemade costume, Dobby costume. So I dressed up 2 times. That's it. But I appreciate people who cosplay because it's intense. The Joker was I made mine like homemade too. So I went to like thrift stores and found as good of a match as I could for like the green vest and the jacket and I got the official socks and the gloves. They sold them on the WB website. So I had like replica socks and gloves. Mm-hmm. And then I did different paint jobs just like in the movies. Like I had my buddy come over and like splash water on my face to like make it look kind of runny. And then I went to Florida, and it was super humid, and we were on a trip, and we went and saw Dark Knight there. I think I saw The Dark Knight 10 times in theaters.
Wow.
I didn't pay for every ticket. My friends know how big of a fan I am, so opening day was insane because I was waiting for that movie, and I went to the midnight showing with my brother and some friends, and then I went home. I had to sleep. I had to get up early for work the next morning for like a few hours. I worked at Chick-fil-A at the time, and I only slept for a couple hours, and then my dad never really watches a movie a second time. I mean, he will like later down the road, but never where he like sees a movie opening night and then he's like, "Man, that was so good." We went and saw it the same night, like the opening night, and then right as we got out of that theater, my friends were at another AMC and they called me and they were like, "Hey, did you see The Dark Knight?" I was like, "I've already seen it twice. I just got out of it for the second time." And they were like, "Hey, do you want to meet us? Because like we would like to watch it with you." So I drove over to another. So I saw it 3 times opening day. I saw it 4 times opening weekend, and then I saw it spaced out at different in a couple states. But yeah, that movie was like so mind blowing. I can't even. I don't know. It was just such an experience. Like there's so many scenes in that movie that where I just it's one of those movies because cinema. I don't know when the last time is you guys have been to the movies, but I've just been a few times recently, and it's just not even with like bigger movies. It's just not the same like magic. Like I still like watching the movie in the theater, but like the crowd and interaction is not. I mean, they're not packed ever. It's not like nobody really interact. I mean, nobody even really enjoys the same stuff that you're watching. So
Yeah.
The Dark Knight was
I
one of
go
those.
all the time.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, I love going to the cinema, and I hope it
I do
doesn't
too.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like I hope it doesn't die for when my son's old enough to finally like go to the movies, like because movies just mean so much to me. So, but The Dark Knight was one of those movies where I mean, that semi truck scene when it flips, like I just remember how quiet you could hear people like gasping because like this truck like literally they flipped a truck on screen, which is so crazy. But I just remember it going dead quiet when it flipped and everybody just gasping. And there's just such a cool feeling when you experience movies like that with people.
Yeah. I mean, I love it when they're with the crowd, but yeah, I agree. Crowds are not the same, and sometimes there's disrespectful people. So I like to go see movies right after work on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Get to the theater between the 3 or 4 o'clock hours. Almost nobody's in the theater. There's been multiple times where me and my friend are the only ones in the theater. That's the way I like to see a movie in the theater with not a lot of people, or if there's a few people, they're like many rows back or many rows in front, and I like a more empty theater when I see movies. So yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, right after work is the perfect time for me to go to the movies.
Yeah, the middle of the week for sure.
Aren't going to be able to sustain themselves like that.
Yeah,
having a couple people here and there. And
that's the way it's always been. I've always gone to the movies at that time. Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's definitely nowadays. It's depending on the movie. Like, there's a few movies where I really want crowds, especially in the horror ones. Like, I like to have at least 10 to 15 people, so you can like Terrifier 3 is a great example. Like Terrifier 3, I was because I'd heard all the stuff. It was unrated and they had warnings when you walked in to the theater. And I was like, man, I hope this is at least, it doesn't need to be sold out, but like, I hope there's like people in here so we can all like react to this movie together. But everyone in my Terrifier 3 screening was pretty, I mean, they weren't disrespectful. They just were really quiet. There was a few like gasps and like, oh, like stuff like that, but nothing like I thought it was going to be. I just kind of enjoyed it for the movie, but it is nicer nowadays when you can just have the theater to yourself and actually enjoy the movie.
Yeah, man. Luck and Finesse said they go to the theater early.
Yeah.
When it opens. That's smart.
Yep, I agree with Finesse. Yep.
And it's cheaper like that too.
Brian said when he takes his kids to the cons, he dresses up as a broke dad.
That is hilarious. So I'm going to con here in September. It's Rose City Comic Con. Two friends of mine are going. They do cosplay all the time, and they're trying to convince me I might doing cosplay at a Comic Con for the first time this September.
Man,
do you want to share with us what you're cosplaying, or do you want to keep it as a surprise?
They're planning it right now. They just asked me for what would I not do. I told them a few things. I'm not wearing spandex. A few things that I told them I won't do. And so okay, so they're gonna come up with an idea, and I'm like, I'll do it. No spandex, nothing too revealing, but I'm down for most any characters. So they're gonna come up with something and they'll let me know what I'm gonna be.
Oh wow. I'm looking up the guest lineup for Rose City right now. That's a pretty impressive lineup.
I'm really excited for Rose City.
They're doing looks like they're doing a Goonies reunion with Corey Feldman, Joe Pantoliano, Kerry Green, Martha Plimpton, Robert Davi, and Sean Astin. So they're all going to be there.
That's going to be amazing.
And then the one that sticks out the most for me personally is Carla Gugino.
Oh, man. I like her.
I love her. She just went, I think, no, actually it's this weekend. I think it's Monster Palooza in California. Oh, Henry Thomas is going to be there too for me, T. I need to add him.
These are just the first guests.
Yeah, I know. I because it's not for a little bit, right? So
there's still going to be more guest announcements.
Yeah, because it's not until September 5th through the 7th.
September.
Oh yeah, so they got plenty of time to set up guests for that.
Yeah, I mean, so they've already got a pretty good amount of people announced. So yeah, they're just going to announce more. That's kind of how our
Brian.
I'm wearing spandex right now.
TMI, Brian. TMI. I can't get this image burned out of my brain now.
Brian, he has to wear his spandex for his new job,
Yeah.
No, he works at Hobby Lobby or the warehouse, the Hobby Lobby warehouse.
The man works hard for the money.
He does. He works hard, just even when he was off his last job for a little bit. I mean, he does so much for.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's cool. No, I just love conventions. They're so much fun. We're OKC Horror.
Me too.
They had a table at GalaxyCon this weekend, and I know the guy. We're not like close friends, but I know the guy who like runs the conventions here, and he's just getting the horror cons just getting bigger and bigger, and like this year's guests are insane. For Oklahoma City, I mean, like he's getting a lot of like Frightmare level names like Nick Castle, Doug Bradley. He's got a few Terrifier people. He got Spencer Charnas, the lead singer of Ice Nine Kills from the Terrifier music video. Who that one's crazy because he has a convention of his own. Spencer does out on the East Coast called Silver Screen, and I think this is his 4th year doing it. But he's real big. I mean, Ice Nine Kills has gone on tour with Metallica like multiple times. Like they're they're a pretty big band. That I remember seeing them on Warped Tour like years ago. But they're kind of fun. They do everything horror themed. So like Spencer dresses up as like Patrick Bateman sometimes, or different people on when they play and stuff. So he's gonna be there, which is cool. And then he's doing a Reanimator reunion. So Barbara Crampton, Jeffrey Combs, and
in that old movie.
Yeah, they were actually just at Frightmare this last weekend. They did a reunion. I forget what year it is. It's like the 35th, I think. No, wait, that's not right. Reanimator anniversary. Oh, it's the 40th anniversary of Reanimator. So yeah, there's a lot of big anniversaries. Last year was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This year is Jaws 50th, Reanimator 40th. Next year is Scream 30th, I believe. Yeah, 30th anniversary. So they're probably gonna have a lot of Scream. Oh yeah, they're gonna have some Scream people at OKC Horror as well. Skeet's gonna be there, and so is Lee Waddell, who was like the first Ghostface, like not the voice, but like the physical Ghostface. But yeah, they're really nice. Yeah, they're cool.
I can't believe you just said it's going to be 30 years since the original Scream. I saw that in the theater. That makes me feel old. I didn't realize that was 30 years, but yeah, that was 30 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, or it's I think that's what they said. Yeah, because 2021 was. Yeah, it's not till next year, but yeah, next year will be this year is the 29th anniversary, but next year is going to be the 30th. So I think Texas Frightmare weekend is probably going to have a bunch of them next year. They had most of them were there last year. I mean, I met 6 of them total, but I only got 5.
Give me 1 second, guys. Y'all.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
One second.
But yeah, I got at Frightmare last year. I got David Arquette, Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, Roger Jackson, and Jamie Kennedy. So, and then I did meet Nev Campbell, but her autographs were already capped out for the day on Sunday. So I got a like pro photo op with her instead.
Nice.
So I met her real quick, but I didn't get to like talk to her or anything like that. So I'll meet her. She does a ton of conventions, so I'll meet her eventually. I'm trying at a point where I'm like, if people get announced, I'm trying to meet the more rare ones that don't do a lot of cons. That way, like the Terrifier cast, that's all they do year round is conventions. So like I met David Howard Thornton last year, but I'll meet the rest of them, the next few years probably. So I'm trying to get people that are a little bit tougher or might be getting older that way, because I might not have a chance later on. So
yeah, that's smart to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like GalaxyCon this last weekend when I went, Helen Hunt was there. So I met Helen Hunt. Nice. And she I've never seen her announce for a convention before. So she didn't really have a busy table. I met James Vanderbeek this weekend. That was really cool. We had he didn't have anyone at his table either, but he signed my my Varsity Blues Funko Pop of him. But he and I had a really nice moment just because he's like battling cancer right now and stuff. So we talked about, I've lost my mom and my relatives to cancer and stuff. So we had a really nice chat about him and his battle, which was cool. So
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Met Danny Trejo this weekend.
I met him last year at a Comic-Con. He was so nice. Yeah.
Man, well, not only nice, but he just is like he does whatever. I mean, he had people coming up to him like this one woman came up right after we got done, and he lifted up his shirt or his tank top, and he was like showing off his like chest tattoos and stuff. And the woman like had tattoos on her back, so they were like taking a picture together. And but like, yeah, he does whatever. I mean, I didn't hear him complain. He acted like he was having like the best time. He had, I'd say him. There were some big celebrities at GalaxyCon, but they're him and Jason Isaacs have like the busiest tables like all Saturday. It was nuts. Jason Isaacs, I met him too for my buddy who couldn't go. I got he had a Harry Potter wand. The case was signed by Daniel Radcliffe already, and so I got Jason Isaacs to sign it for him, and it turned out nice. But Jason Isaacs was super nice, but he ended up being the most popular table, I think, because he was the last one. I had some friends who went Sunday right before close, and the only celebrity that was still left were Jason Isaacs and Barry Bostwick. So that was it. But yeah, they had some like voice actors. They had they had a Saved by the Bell reunion. There was like 3 of the Saved by the Bell people were there. Actually, it's funny. I was talking to Danny Trejo. I got up to his table and we were all in line, and I heard this voice come from behind us, and it was like, "Hey, Danny, what up?" And I turn around, and right next to me, it's Mario Lopez was like, so he like came up and was like hugging Danny, and we were next in line. So I was like standing right there when they were hugging each other, and then Greg Nicotero, he was there. He came over to say hi to Danny, and while I was in line, so I ran into him. I felt bad because I kind of wanted to go meet him, but I don't. Greg Nicotero's tough. I don't know what I would get him to sign because he's done so many cool horror makeup effects. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt, or because I think a lot of people. I mean, he was the effects person and he was the producer for Walking Dead, so I think a lot of people do that. But like From Dusk Till Dawn would have been a cool. I really wish
that movie.
I really wish when I met Juliette Lewis last year, I wish we would have got something From Dusk Till Dawn signed, because if I would have known I was going to meet Danny and I could have met Greg as well, they could have all 3 signed it.
Oh man, that's something that you can't forecast though. So
yeah, well, it's the same with so Kevin Durand, who is in he's been in a lot of movies, but he was in Abigail recently, and he was the main villain ape in the new Planet of the Apes movie, The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. He was at Frightmare last year for his first con ever, and then he returned this year, and the whole Abigail cast minus Dan Stevens didn't show up, and Catherine Newton canceled, but Melissa Barea was there. The little girl who played Abigail was there, and one other person. So
she did good, that little girl.
Yeah, that I wish I would have seen that one in the theaters. That looked like I saw it at home, and I was like, man, this is a really fun movie. But I wish I would have seen it on like a bigger screen. But yeah, she was really cool. She has a cool Funko Pop too. That Abigail Funko Pop is.
Yeah.
She has for a little girl too. Like, she has a nice signature. Like, I've seen the Funko Pops online, and I've almost bought one for a good price because it looks really good. Like, she uses like a bright red paint pen, and she has a nice signature. I was like, man, you don't always get that.
Most people just come up and just scribble their name on there, and then they're on the way, and you don't even know what it says.
Well, and you can tell, you can tell the like the celebrities who have done a lot of conventions and the ones who haven't, because like they just kind of like Jason Isaacs, for instance. My buddy I asked him before he left what paint pen color he wanted and where he wanted it on the thing. And by the time I got up to Jason Isaacs, I couldn't even say anything. And then he said he's the one who was like, "Oh, should I sign this in green for Slytherin?" And I was like, "I mean, you've signed more of these than I've ever seen, so go do whatever." And I'm glad he did it in that because it looks so good. It was a bright green paint pen, and it was he has a nice signature, and he puts a little I think he puts like a little snake drawing or something on the bottom, but it was really cool. I was like, man, that autograph wasn't even for me. It was for my buddy, but it turned out really nice. So, and then people like Helen Hunt, like she was super sweet, but I could tell she didn't.
Who?
Helen Hunt from Twister and As Good as It Gets and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I met her this weekend, and she didn't really have that big of a line, but I originally wanted to get a Twister DVD, like the original DVD signed, and I was having a hard time finding like the original DVD that's like a snap case and it has THX on the bottom of the case, and it's like
I've got it.
Yeah, so
Rob has everything.
Well, I ordered on Amazon, and because Amazon's picture of the item looked just like that one. So but then I couldn't get a hold of them to ask if it was for sure. So I have to return because they literally sent me like the most updated DVD copy that's like the basic copy. So I was like, well, this is too late for me to get anything else. So she was selling a poster for $15 that looked like the DVD case kind of. So I had her sign that, and then I'll just get when I do get the right DVD, I'll find like a custom frame for it. But she signed, and like her signature wasn't nothing against her. I know she probably doesn't do a lot of cons, but it was not. I'm making a video hopefully for this weekend about GalaxyCon, and I'll show off the stuff. But I was like, I walked away. I was like, oh man, this doesn't look that great, especially for the price. Because I mean, she was charging $100 for an autograph.
Wow.
And I mean, she is an Academy Award winner, but I was just like, it's fine. She was really nice. I can't complain too much. I was gonna go meet William Shatner to have him sign my Halloween poster, but by the time I got finished with everything else, I walked back around and they'd already like taken his booth down and he'd already left. So I was like, oh well, I'll get him later on.
He does a lot of conventions.
Y'all are looking forward to this year?
Any cons?
Yeah, that you're looking forward to going to this year?
Yeah, I mean, right now, just OKC Horror. It's not for sure. This weekend is Fan Expo Dallas, and I'm like, I really want to go because there's so many cool people, but I also don't want to spend the 2.5 hour drive to Dallas. Well, 5 hours there and back with my son, and then the people I want, it'll add up quickly. So, but they're doing like a gigantic Back to the Future reunion at Fan Expo. So I was like other than just the main four that I met last year, they're doing. I mean, the big one is Elizabeth Shue. I've had a crush on her since I was a little kid, and she's gonna be there. And I know she doesn't do a ton of conventions, so I would love to meet her. But I don't know. I might just wait. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth Shue, man.
Yeah, she's.
I was crushing on that one, bro.
Yeah, she's also just like, I mean, her resume. I mean, she hasn't done. If you look at her like IMDb page, like she doesn't have like a crazy amount of movies and TV shows, but the ones that she does have, especially like the 80s ones and 90s ones, so good.
She's the one that did the Karate Kid movie?
Yeah, so she was in Karate Kid, and then she made a brief cameo on Cobra Kai, the TV show. And then she was on The Boys.
The movie I fell in love with her from was Adventures in Babysitting.
That's a great one. And it took me a long time because when I was a kid, I didn't know like actors like I do now. Like I didn't know names of people and stuff. I knew a few here and there, but I didn't know for the longest time till probably about 10 years ago that Vincent D'Onofrio was the Thor guy in that movie.
Oh,
Like the guy that looks just like Thor. Yeah, I it took me forever to I think it was Vincent D'Onofrio, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I was just looking that up too. I can't remember who. I remember the guy that looked like Thor, but I can't remember who that is.
Yeah, so it was him, but yeah, if you like look up the image, it's just so weird because it does look like him once you look at his face, but like he's super young in that movie, and he doesn't look like Vincent D'Onofrio today, but yeah, that blew my mind. There's a few people over the years that I never knew they were small roles. Oh, actually, the craziest one ever for me personally was when I worked at the video store. We were watching we put Hook on, like the Spielberg movie, and the boo box scene, that guy with the goatee and stuff that gets put in the boo box. That's Glenn Close.
Wow, I did not know that.
No, if you go back and watch it, it makes you like I'd seen that movie so many times. I would have never. I mean, you didn't even know it was a woman that was dressed as a man. But yeah, it's if you go back and watch it and look at her eyes, like you can tell it's Glenn Close. But like I found that out. We were working at the video store one night, and I paused it, and then we looked it up online, and I was like, no way. Glenn Close was the boo box guy that got the scorpions on his in the treasure chest. That's nuts.
That is.
But yeah, it's crazy when you find stuff. I mean, especially if you love movies so much and you've seen them 100 times, it's like you find something that you didn't know about, and then you're like, wow, this is so cool.
What is your go-to movie? Like, say it's just storming outside and you're having a horrible day. What's your go-to movie?
Mine's probably something horror related. Well, actually, no. I'll probably go comedy. Probably like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's one I can watch. I can watch that one like over and over. What about you, Rob?
For me, if I want something kind of with you, my go-tos are usually horror. But if I'm having a bad day and I just need something to make me laugh, my two go-tos that I've watched a million times that I will watch I guess kind of three go-tos is Grandma's Boy.
Oh my God!
I love Grandma's Boy. Yeah, Rat Race and Pump Up the Volume.
Nice.
I love those three.
Man, Grandma's Boy for sure. Man, Nick Swartzen, he's actually going to be doing stand-up here in Oklahoma City next.
He's coming here to Portland next month. I'm thinking about going to see him. Yeah.
I love him. Like he does conventions now too, because somebody told me that he was going to be, I think he was at like Rhode Island Comic-Con this year, or he's going to be at some convention, but he does a lot of meet and greets at his shows too. But I'm going to be out of town next weekend when he's here, so I'm kind of bummed because I keep passing the billboard next to it's like close to my house, and I love Nick. I've probably seen, well, Grandma's Boy for sure. I've seen a ton, but also his first tape stand-up special, the Seriously Who Farted. I've probably seen that stand-up special. I have the DVD, but I've probably seen it 100. I can do the whole stand-up special because it makes me laugh so hard. It's so funny. But he's just Grandma's Boy. That's how he met. Grandma's Boy's how he met Adam Sandler. Like that's how they started their friendship because Adam Sandler saw his stand-up or something, and he he called him and flew him out to like Happy Madison's studios or whatever. And he was like, hey, could you rewrite this movie? We're working on this silly movie and it's PG-13, but he's like, I kind of want to make it like an R-rated comedy. He's like, could you write it? Could you write it for me? Like rewrite it. You can be in it too. And he was like, all right. And he wasn't huge at the time. And he wrote the script for Grandma's Boy, and then him and Adam Sandler have been like best friends ever since. So Grandma's Boy is a hidden gem that a lot of people don't know about. It's so funny.
No, they don't. A lot of people slept on it when it came out.
Yeah. It bombed in the theater. I was one of the few people that saw it in the theater.
Yeah, Nick. I think Nick has a joke about that in one of his stand-up specials. He's like, did you guys see Grandma's Boy? It was in theaters for like 2 seconds, and
I did. I was there.
Yeah, because I guess the DVD sales did really well, like word of mouth. People rented it or like bought it when it first came out, and I had a movie like that, but it was Hot Rod with Andy Samberg. So like Hot Rod came out in the theaters. My brother and my coworker at the time, we went to like an 11 p.m. showing at the AMC in Colorado, and we were laughing so hard, and we were like, this movie is so funny. And then I went to tell all my friends so we could go see it the next week. I was like, we got to go see this movie. It's so funny. And then it was gone. It just vanished. And then it took it like a year just to come out on DVD. So I kept telling my friends didn't even think it existed because it vanished into thin air. It was nowhere to be seen.
People don't want to hear anything about the Phantom movie.
Yeah. But yeah, no, movies are, Grandma's Boy is a good one.
Yeah, I love that one.
Pump Up the Volume. I feel like that's the one with Christian Slater, right?
Yeah, where he's has a little radio show, but it's not legal radio show.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I love that movie.
Rat Race is another good one too that you said.
Yeah,
I remember seeing that in the theaters when I was a kid.
Too. Saw that in theaters. All three are just guaranteed to make me laugh and just feel good. I love those movies.
Well, Rat Race has like such an insane cast, like especially if you go back to like that era, like all those people were doing. I mean, Cuba Gooding Jr. I think had just won his Academy Award like 2 years before that. I mean, you got John Cleese, legend. John Lovitz, so funny. Seth Green.
Yep.
I mean, even they were just in the end, and then they had All Star was in it, but Smash Mouth was like gigantic during that era. They were in that movie, and it was just like crazy. Whoopi Goldberg, like they had all these huge name people. Yeah. But I remember going with my parents to the theaters, and we were laughing pretty hard. That was a funny movie.
Love that one.
Do you know a show that has a lot of celebrities cameos? Miami Vice.
Oh yeah, the OG TV show is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
They had so many.
I thought you were gonna say Extras with Ricky Gervais. That has a ton. I mean, that show's all about cameos, but
yeah, man, that thing was crazy because I was just watching it the other day, and I saw Julia Roberts on there, and the day before that, Giancarlo Esposito and Chris Rock. I was like, man, Miami Vice did have a lot of people on this show.
Giancarlo is so nice. I still have not got an autograph from him, but he was at GalaxyCon this weekend. His table was right next to Jason Isaac's table. It was like that whole row was like, it was William Shatner, Giancarlo Esposito, Jason Isaacs, Helen Hunt, Danny Trejo, and then like it just went all the way down. There was like Chris Sarandon and all these people, but a lot of people that you would think were really popular, like had nobody at their. I kind of felt bad. I was like, geez, nobody's there.
Mhm.
Jodie Benson was there from Little Mermaid, and she. I really sad I missed her panel at GalaxyCon this weekend because my friend went and actually Collector's Conquest. He was there. I ran into him,
Yeah, that's
and he went to a bunch of panels, but he was like, yeah, man, it was crazy. At the end of the panel, Jodie Benson, they told us to not film in it or anything, and she sang "Part of Your World" like for everybody, just like abruptly, and he's like, it was just so cool to hear her like sing that song. I was like, man, that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
I do like panels. I don't make it. I mean, especially if there's a lot of celebrities I want to get autographs, I end up waiting in lines rather than like going and doing panels or.
I love the panels. I always make sure I go to them. I love hearing them talk about stories of when they made whatever movie or shows they were in. Panels are a big part of why I go to con. I love the pictures and autographs, but I actually kind of enjoy the panels more than getting their autographs. I really like hearing them tell stories and get questions from the audience. That's a big part of what I love about cons.
Yeah, I know it's I'm the same way. I just kind of that's why I like a lot of documentaries about movies because you get to learn stuff that you would never have guessed. But yeah, no, panels are cool, especially if you can get to like a really unique one that's you don't get to catch very often. Like last year, OKC Horror had the two kids from Hocus Pocus were there, Omri Katz and Vanessa Shaw, and super sweet. But they had a really cool panel, and I got to go to that one. And I went up with Collector's Conquest, and then I ran into another content creator at their panel, and we were just hanging out and talking. But it was super cool to listen to them talk about filming as teenagers. They were teenagers back then, and all the growing up in Hollywood at that age, and especially in the 90s and stuff. So
90s Hollywood was really something special.
Yeah, there's well, especially when I was a teen. Well, let's see, I wouldn't have been a teenager until the 2000s. Actually, I was born in '88, but I consider myself a '90s baby just for the because that's when I kind of like started to like pop culture and stuff. So there was some the whole '90s era. There was some, especially comedies. Like I think they said 1994 was like one of the biggest years in like Hollywood history for just all these big movies came out that made a ton of money that year. But like a lot of classic comedies came, like Dumb and Dumber came out that year, and I remember going to that with my parents as a kid. I probably shouldn't have been at that movie, but I mean, I remember sitting in the theater and just thinking, I mean, even though I didn't catch half the jokes because they went over my head, it was a funny movie.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a movie like that. My mom and dad were like, no, you ain't going.
He said, I can do what I want.
Huh. Yeah. My mom's not playing like that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, I went to movies all the time in the 90s. I was a teenager, so I saw everything in the theater in the 90s. I went a lot to the movies back then.
So did I. Yeah. I went to the movies, then to the arcade room. Too bad they don't have those anymore.
Yeah, back then we had a cheap theater. It was the Green Bay Theater. I remember the name of it. After movies left the big theater, before they hit the rental stores, they would go to the cheap theaters. It was back then. It was $1. Mm-hmm. We'd be able to go see a movie for $1, and we went constantly to the movies.
Could you imagine? They do, I guess. Which theater announced? Was it AMC? They announced a couple weeks ago they're gonna do like 50% off Wednesdays or something like that.
Yeah, the Regal theaters here in Portland, Tuesdays, they have $5 Tuesdays. So
Yeah,
I go a lot on Tuesdays for $5 movies.
Yeah, we I just went I just did a short that I put out today, but there's a $5. I didn't even know they did like $5 mystery movies at Regal.
I love the mystery movies.
Yeah.
Mystery Movie Mondays. You don't know what you're seeing. I've seen some really cool movies, some pretty bad ones I never would have seen otherwise, but it's a fun experience. I love the mystery movies.
Well, I didn't even know that they did it. We have a really awesome Regal theater right next to our neighborhood, and we don't make it out to the movies too often with our kiddo and stuff. So his ABA therapist watched him on this last Monday, and that we went to the mystery $5 one, and it was all they said was it was a horror movie. So we were in anticipation that it might be 28 years later, like an early screening of 28 years later, but it ended up being Dangerous Animals, that new shark serial killer movie with Jai Courtney. It was pretty fun though. I mean, especially for $5, like it was kind of fun, like exciting because you didn't know what you were gonna see. But the movie was, I mean, Jai Courtney was actually not that bad. He was probably the best part of the movie, but he plays because it takes place in Australia, so they let him like keep his New Zealand accent. And then, hey, Sassy's here.
Sassy Cajun. Hey. How you doing?
Brian, what movie were you an extra in? I'm curious. Yeah.
Probably
Brian in the Dark Knight movie or something like that.
Yeah, I think Brian told us. I think he told me one time what he was in, but I can't remember.
Yes.
Hey, Sassy.
Brian was in.
I think it was the Dark Knight movie because I think they were in Pittsburgh or something like that.
Well, he said it was in the 90s that he was an extra in the movie.
Oh, Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg, the chimp baseball movie.
Yep, I remember that.
Where she's the basketball coach.
Basketball, yeah.
I was thinking of Ed. There was a movie called Ed with Matt LeBlanc. Yeah. No, Eddie was where Whoopi was I think she like takes over the team, or she's a coach. She's either a coach or she's like the general manager of the men's basketball team or something like that. But I do remember that movie. Brian was actually one of the players on the. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think he's ever played Brian, did you play basketball when you were growing up? Correct shoot, yeah. I think she was the coach of the Knicks in the movie, which is crazy because they're in the playoffs right now. But
man, Brian was hooping back in the day, man. Check him out.
He said, "Heck no, football." LOL. Yeah, I played sports growing up. I was really good at a lot of sports. I just was not very fast, so that didn't get me very far.
I was not good. I was a really tall, skinny, clumsy teenager. I could not play sports.
Oh, man, I played too many, man. I played basketball, did baseball a little while, then track.
That's good, though. I mean, at least try them out, Tommy Sassy said, "Congrats."
Thank you so much, Sassy. I appreciate you. I thank you so much.
Oh, that's funny. Charlotte. I've been to the airport. The Charlotte airport is so nice. I've never been outside of the airport, but yeah, the airport's really nice.
Do they have shopping?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like got all this cool. I mean, the one time I had a layover there, I was like, this is a really cool airport. It was just really clean. It was nice. It had a bunch of like interactive thing. I'm sure it's changed again since. And you know what? I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think that layover I'm pretty sure I saw a famous person while I was getting food at that airport. I think it was, I want to say it was Brian Kalin, the comedian. He was recently, he's been in some movies too. He was in like the Hangover movies. He was like that crazy guy that worked at the church that they, or the chapel that they went to. And then he was in Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. He was
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
like the beginning, the very first scene he worked with. But yeah, he's been around. He has a show. He has a podcast with Brendan Schaub, the UFC fighter who became a comedian. Well, he's not funny, but he became a comedian. But he kind of got shunned away. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I didn't talk to him for too long, but yeah, I remember getting food at the Charlotte airport, and Brian Callen was in line because I think The Hangover 2 had just come out, or The Hangover 3, and he made a cameo, I think, in all three of them. But I saw him from afar. I was like, oh, that's that guy. But I couldn't remember his name at the time.
Yeah, man. I had a similar situation when I lived in Texas, and I was at the airport in Boston, or Austin, and there was this TV show back in the day called Nip Tuck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and one of the actresses, I forget the actresses. It's the lady that Christian was messing with, but she got AIDS or something like that. And
Was it? I'm looking him up now. Jolie Richardson or Roma Mafia?
no, it's not Jolie, because Jolie was Sean's wife.
Yeah.
And Roma Mafia was the other crime analyst. What is
I never saw Nip Tuck.
Yeah.
I remember the show being on, because we sold it at the video store, but I just never. There's so many shows that came out back in the day that there's shows today. People talk about TV shows all the time, and I'm like, I would love to just watch one show, but I can't. I'm still catching up on Andor. Like, I've only seen a few episodes of season 1 of Andor because I never get time. By the time my son's done hogging the TV at night and then he goes to bed, I'm like, what should I watch? And then I sit there I flip through everything, or I edit videos instead, and then before I know it, it's 1 a.m. and I'm like, well, I didn't watch anything, so that's good.
There's just so much on. It's hard to keep up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even have Disney
was
Plus because I don't
just
need
about
another
to say that.
streaming service with more to watch.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that they just
Well,
bombard you with all
Yeah.
of this different stuff to watch.
well, everybody has a streaming, like even companies that aren't in television have streaming services now. So it's like, it's silly because I get sucked into a lot of the horror ones, like,
Mhm.
because they'll offer like a free trial, and then when I try to get out of the free trial, they'll offer me like 3 months. So I end up I've had Shudder like 5 different times. It's not that expensive, but I've already seen what I want to see on there, so I'm like, okay, well, I don't need it. And now there's a new one, Screambox, which I just recently got rid of, but I had that for like 5 months, and I really just wanted to watch the Terrifier documentary and the and then I let Tommy borrow it so he could watch Terrifier 3 because he didn't get to see it.
Oh man,
I
was
still
good.
haven't seen 3 yet.
that thing was awesome,
man.
man.
3 is so good.
That thing was good.
3's like 1 and 2 are just fun. Like what they had to work with and what they made and created is just really cool to see, just on like a small budget. But 3's like a legit film, and to top it off, it becomes like it's now a Christmas horror film, like because it takes place like some of the visuals in it are so good. You literally you watch it and you cannot believe like they just made this on, this was their biggest budget today, but it was still only like
Oh,
2
small.
million or 1 million, I think, and then 2 million with the advertising and everything. But I mean, it's the biggest. I think it made 80 million worldwide, and it's the
Pretty sure
highest
it's that.
highest earning unrated film of all time now. So, and they're gonna make one more. Damien said he's gonna finish the story with the fourth one, and it'll be done. So
That'll be it. Wow.
that's what he said.
I'm really gonna die though.
That's what he said. But how many horror franchises have we had? Where they're like,
Exactly.
this is
How
it.
many times Jason died?
Well, also what they'd like to do, especially the last 20 years or so, is they like to wait a long time, and then they're like, what should we remake in an updated version of, and then they do that. So that's why that we had that string of the early 2000s where it was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and House of Wax, and they just made all these old movies into newer versions, and some of them were fun, some of them were good,
Right. Yeah.
and some of them were just like a worse version of, like, you kind of tainted the OG ones. So yeah, Terrifier 3, when you do watch it, Robert, I think your love for horror, just as a horror fan, you're gonna like. It's just it's so awesome.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
Well, I didn't want it to get ruined, so I went to a late showing here next to my house when my son went to sleep, and I was like, I gotta go see it opening night. I have to go see it. So I went, and wasn't a packed theater or anything, but it was, man, I left that movie. I was like, that was one of the coolest like independent horror movies I've ever seen. So good.
Want to get his autograph bad too.
Yeah, he's really nice. David Howard Thornton is, I mean, he's kind of getting a little bit heavier into the politics side of the world, but I mean, you can do whatever you want as long as you're not like the problem, but which he's not. He's just kind of defending everything. But
hey, Mad Daddy.
Man,
hey, what's up?
In the building. What's up, my man? Thank you so much, brother.
Another one of my favorite channels. I always watch Mad Daddy's videos. I love your channel.
Yeah,
the Saturday solo
channel.
videos.
We got some really good people in here tonight. So
yeah, man. Appreciate everybody coming out and everything, celebrating with us. Man, had I thought about it early enough, man, I would have bought some balloons and some streamers or something like that.
I should have been prepared. I should have had something. Well, if you get my problem is I don't use StreamYard enough to get all the like bells and whistles, because I would love, even with like Brian and I, for like just popping in, like I would love to add some flair to like our live streams, but we just don't use it as much. Like we barely get one every couple months, so it's pretty expensive too, like to get the add-ons for. So I just use the free one for now, but you can get some cool stuff if you like pay I think it's like $60. It's pretty expensive. It's like $60 a month. Yeah, I just don't use it.
Start doing more lives than like just once every few months. I think that I would like to do more lives.
Yeah.
I love doing them. Sassy and I are we've monthly show. It's been kind of put on pause because of my moving schedule lately, but hopefully this month we'll get back on our monthly lives. We use StreamYard. I love doing live shows, but I need to get more used to StreamYard.
Yeah, you and Sassy do some good ones. They're fun.
I've seen one of theirs. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, lives are just, I mean, they're a whole different for me personally, they're just so much more laid back, and you can still get stuff on your channel. Like you're not focused on editing or you just kind of just like you're talking on the phone basically, but just to the internet. So that's my plan once because my wife's dad lives with us, but he's moving out next week. So when I get my office back, which was I had that as my office, but then they moved in like 2 months after I got it finally. And that's my plan is I'm going to turn that back into my film studio. And then I want to start doing whatever. I'm going to do like live movie watches, like at least once a month. I want to do, stuff like this where you guys can come on and we can just kind of like hang out. But I want to do way more just because you get a lot of interaction on your channel.
Yeah.
And then you also get you just get to hang out and talk, which is nice because I know a lot of us get so busy we don't get to talk to our friends and stuff. So it's nice when you can just do it on this and then everybody kind of just joins in. It's fun.
Yeah, I love it.
That's why we started Just Popping In was like, I mean, of course it's nice if it like helps everybody's channels out and stuff, but we just wanted a place where people could come and you can talk. I mean, you literally can talk about whatever if you're battling something in life or collecting or you have ideas for something, you want to start a business, whatever it is, you can just like hang out in our chats and we'll try to answer everybody's questions. And
That's
it's a
nice.
safe place for everybody to come vent or talk. And so that's why we started it in the first place. But
that's cool. That's very cool that y'all do that.
Yeah, we've been slacking too, Robert. So I mean, I get it. I think everybody just even like catching up on everybody's videos. Like I can't even stay up to date on my own videos. Like I still have probably 5 or 6 packages I got to unbox for videos. And
man, don't even get me started on this mountain of boxes that I'm looking at right now, bro. Oh
yeah,
my
me
goodness.
too. With
This
watching
thing drives
people's
me crazy.
videos, yeah, and making my own with this move, I'm so far behind on watching everybody's videos right now.
Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, like for a little bit there, I could manage it pretty well just because like I just have my son's stuff during the week, but at night and on the weekends, I can play catch up. And I used to make it easy and catch up on everyone's videos and get my filming done. But now I'm just like struggling to even. I mean, I watch a couple videos here and there when I can, but it's just so hard. I think everyone's just very, very busy in life right now. It's just been tough.
Yeah, man. Everybody does.
Another box shows up. Yeah. That's so true. Hey, Mama J.
Mama J, what's happening?
Thanks for hanging out
tonight.
What'd you say, Tommy?
I said, Mama J, what's happening? I'm glad you made it tonight.
Mama J's, she's so awesome.
Yo, I've seen some of the stuff that she like gave to like some Patreon members and different things like that for contests.
Yeah.
Man, she has some really nice contests going on.
Oh yeah. No, she I think that's the other thing is I want to find some kind of job, like even if it's like a remote job or a part-time job or something that works with my schedule, just so I can like start participating in people's like Patreon memberships and stuff, because there's just so many, and I'm always like, I mean, I know it's not very much each month, but it adds up after a while. So.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm trying to like the money I do have, I'm trying to not blow through it in 1 year, since I don't have I just watch my son, and then I sell some stuff here and there, but to make some money. But other than that, I don't have like a steady income coming in. And I mean, my wife makes great. She's an ER nurse, and then she just picked up another PRN job. So she's like, she makes plenty of money so we can afford everything. But, and she's always offering to give me money for things, but I like to spend my own money. Lennon, Sorry. My
That's
kiddo
all
is
good, man.
he's been stemming a lot today. He's like, I don't know, he's in his own little world today for sure.
Every time every time I see a picture of him or something like that, I just want to just grab his little face and just squeeze his face.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, everybody, my family for sure, they're always like, man, it's just literally a miniature version of you. Just you have a beard and he doesn't. That's it. But yeah, he's starting to get a lot of Jess's like facial expressions and stuff, but he's definitely my son for sure.
Mad Daddy, that's the truth, man. They do keep raising their prices, man. What do y'all think about that, y'all? Like, seriously, let's have a talk for a second.
Yeah,
What do y'all think about Funko raising these prices up on these commons and all this other foolishness?
I mean, it's
Well, I
not
mean,
Funko. Everything's going up. I mean,
yeah,
it's, if I like it, I'm still gonna get it.
yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It does kind of suck, like especially for like the 4-inch. I mean, the Pop Plus boxes are at least sturdier and nicer looking. So those price points, and they're very highly like all the ones I've seen, they look fantastic. But I mean, even those at 17, 18 bucks just for a 4-inch pop I mean, that's crazy, but it is what it is. I kind of noticed the deluxe ones, depending on what it is, or like the movie moments or the pop rides and stuff. Those haven't shot up too much. Like they're about the same as they were a year ago, but but they're also not releasing as much of those as they are like the 4-inch or the honestly, like Biddy Pops have taken like.
I love Biddy Pops.
There's so, I mean, my Target toy hunts now, like the Funko section is still the same size for the most part, but it's kind of slimming down. But then they have like end caps for like Biddy Pops now. It's like the whole end cap of just Biddy Pops. So it's kind of crazy, like all the new Biddy stuff that's coming out. And some of it I haven't bought a lot of it, but I do like how it looks, like I really like those. What are those ones called? They have like the Megazord and the the Voltron one. They're called Biddy Bots or Biddy.
Oh, yeah, the ones you can put the Biddy Pops in.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They have like a Voltron one. They have the Megazord with the Red Ranger. They have the Transformers one. And then I think they have 5 different ones, but those ones look really cool. That Megazord one I got to get that one eventually because it looks great. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. I'm going to mute this first.
Good old Lenny. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Biddy Bots. Yep.
Biddy Bots.
Biddy Bots.
Yeah. Man, I don't even own a Biddy Pop. I saw when I was at the comic book store, I think it was about 2 weeks ago now, they had a Batman Biddy Pop set back there.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked it up and put it down because I was busy shooting the video too. And I said that I was going to come back and get it. And I went back and I bought some comic books and I left the Biddy Pops there. I was like, man, I know they're gone now. So
yeah, I have almost all the Batman Biddy Pops. Those ones I'm going to keep, even though I'm probably going to get rid of most of my Batman collection. I'm going to keep all my Biddy stuff.
Are you getting rid of Batman stuff too?
I'm going to have to. I just don't have the space for it anymore. This new place is a little bit smaller, and I'm going to keep one shelf worth of Batman stuff, and I've got to just probably start listing the rest on my Mercari or trade or gift some. You'll probably get some.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, I've got to downsize. And I mean, it was really hard to decide. Masters of the Universe and Ninja Turtles are not going anywhere. Those are my
Right.
favorite. And
Right.
same thing with The Simpsons, which is here in front of me. My Simpsons collection is not going anywhere. I love that. And horror isn't going anywhere. And that kind of left Batman and my music collection. And I can't get rid of my music collection either.
Goddamn
So
right.
Batman is kind of what's left. So that's gotta go.
Man, bro. Well, if you have any nice Batman pieces,
yeah, I'll let
think
you
about
know.
me. Cause you know I love me some Batman. Mama J, that's the truth. No music, no life.
Exactly. Yep. Love my music. And my music pop collection is one of my favorite collections too after this stuff.
Do any of y'all creators like to listen to music before you go on, or is that just a me thing?
Like on a live, you mean?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but most of the time when I go live, like I'm kind of last minute rushing because I don't get stuff prepared in time. So I try to make sure I get on the time that it is, but I'm usually like getting back from running errands or whatever. So mine's kind of a chaotic entry.
I pretty much listen to music all day. I work from home, so I always have music playing as I'm working from home, unless I'm in a meeting. When I'm rearranging or doing stuff with my collection, I always have music playing. You know, if I'm not watching TV or reading a book, I have music playing.
Yeah, no, we do listen to a lot of music, especially like my son, he loves music. So in the car, like we listen to all kinds of different music, but it's fun.
Yeah, man. People think I'm crazy for some of the music that I listen to.
Hey, man, you like what you like, but or what motivates you, you know?
Yeah, I listen to a wide range of music. I listen to almost everything, and depending on my mood, I listen to a certain type. But most of my playlists are a mix of just random stuff.
Yeah, Rob and I are kind of alike on that. We, I mean, there's not a lot of genres that I don't at least like a few artists or bands because, like, I grew up. I mean, I was in Colorado for 16 years, which had an amazing music scene. So, I mean, I just was introduced to all this different styles of music. And so,
yeah, you're one of the few that knows a lot of my favorites. Like, I mean, you knew K-Flay. Nobody ever knows who K-Flay is.
Yeah. Oh man, I bet Mama J's vinyl record collection is pretty awesome.
Man, who doesn't love that vinyl sound, man? Oh,
I need to get a record player.
Oh, nice, Mad Daddy.
Living on a prayer.
Awesome. You're in one of his music videos, Mama J? Is that what you're saying?
Mama J was in a Bon Jovi video.
Bad Medicine. Awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. Heck yeah.
You can see the back of my head in the most recent Robert DeLong music video.
Nice.
Yeah. They filmed the video while I was at the concert, and the camera kept going by me. I was certain I was going to be in it. I never was, but at one point I'm like, oh, that's the back of my head.
I'm in, let's see here.
Go ahead and say Red Rocks.
Well, I'm not. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if there's a Red Rocks music video that I was at the show. I mean, I've been, so the Incubus, the DVD that they released years ago at Red Rocks, I was at that. That was my first Red Rocks concert ever, and they filmed it. So I
Yeah,
was at
that's what
that
I'm
one.
talking about.
Panic at the Disco back in the day. They filmed their show at the Fillmore in Denver, and you could only get it in this like gift set that they released. And my friend has that DVD, but I was at that show. And then I'm in the 30 Seconds to Mars music video for Closer to the Edge, where they filmed at all these different venues around the United States and Europe and stuff. And there's a part in the video where, because Jared actually directed all the videos too, and I wish Jared Leto would direct a movie. I mean, it might not be a great movie overall, but like I bet it would look so nice because he films a lot of their music videos and they look so artsy and good, but yeah, there's a part in the Closer to the Edge video where they do this like chant thing, and he filmed a bunch of takes at the venue that we went to, and then when the video came out, it looked really cool because it's like he's in like one town doing a show, and so it's like that crowd, and then it goes like cuts to our Denver show for just a quick like 3 seconds, but if you close in on the like first 3 rows to the right, my buddy Webster and I were like, you can see us like right there, but we're in there. So we were in that video, and then we were. I was on the set of a music video in Chicago one time when I was a kid. It was raining, and we saw these people jogging, and they were getting followed with a camera and filmed, and it ended up being a Casey and JoJo music video, which was really funny. We didn't see them because the rain it like stopped for a second, but they like were still in their trailer. But the actors and actress, we like sat on a bench and just watched them like film this couple running. And then we asked the guy, we're like, hey, what are you guys filming? And they told us it was a Casey and JoJo video. So that was pretty funny.
That's cool.
I've been, I interrupted I don't know what movie it ended up being, but I was in New York City one time and they were filming a Woody Allen movie across the street. And my friends and I, we were 12 years old, 13 years old. And we saw Woody Allen and we started shouting at him. We didn't see the cameras at first, so we didn't know they were filming, but they had to like stop filming because we were shouting across the street. We were like, Woody. And then they stopped. And then he like looked at us and we were like, oh, my bad. And then we walked away. Yeah, we just got out of there.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Mama J. That's a lot of concerts. That's like me. I go to concerts a lot. I don't have my count, but it's probably getting up there.
Yeah, mine's somewhere in that range, but that's spread out from. I mean, that's probably most of that's when I lived in Colorado, and then I've only been to a few here in Oklahoma since I moved here in 2018. But
that's a whole lot more concerts than what I've been to.
Yeah, well, so like I kind of switch things for like collecting, and then the concert. Like I spent money on concerts back in the day, and now it's like collecting stuff is what I spend money on. So yeah. I just switched one thing for another.
Tell me about it, brother. Tell me about it. Like I said, I'm looking at this mountain of boxes that I need to do videos for.
Yeah, I've got a few boxes too to open. I got some community mail that I'm way behind on opening.
Need to just go ahead and knock out a couple videos and get it over with.
Mm-hmm.
But since I slept a lot yesterday and today, so maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a couple more days to clear out and clean up my old place. Then hopefully I'm going to get back to making some videos more regularly again. I miss making YouTube videos. I really enjoy doing it. I miss not having a video out for so long.
Well, we miss seeing your videos and everything, but you still got to take it easy and stuff like that with that move.
Yeah. And for me, videos are easy. Like, I know a lot of people talk about editing. I hate editing. I won't do it. I film and I drop the video. However it is, it is. I don't edit at all. I
love editing. I love it. I love it. Every time I get to edit, it's fun. Because it's like piecing a little project together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I hear that from a lot of people. They enjoy it, and for me, I'm like, oh, it's just work. I love filming the videos, so sometimes I'll film a video and I will upload it 5 minutes later. There's no, I don't even watch it. I just film it and upload it.
Check out Mad Daddy Guilty. Yep. Brian loves doing his YouTube.
It depends on what kind of video it is. Like, if it's a really long, drawn-out one, editing is...
Yep, I'm with you, Brian.
It takes...
Brian hates editing. Mama J hates editing. Yo, where are my editing people at, man? All of y'all... Hey, come on now. Everybody cannot hate editing. You know what
Looks
I'm
like
saying?
Mad Daddy enjoys it.
yeah, that's true. Plus, I love his editing. Like he mentioned, he has those like those really cool sound effects of somebody laughing or somebody getting slapped, or the little jingle that he makes when he's shaking the can for the soda. He has some pretty good sound effects.
I like all that,
yeah. Is his name Scott in real life? Because at the beginning of his videos, it's this lady yelling Scott.
What? Yeah.
That's his name?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That's him. Yeah, no, it kind of depends on the video. Like, I have some that I have. Well, my problem with me is I'm like too much of a perfectionist. Like, I know that, they're not going to be perfect or anything, and not. But to me, when I'm watching my stuff back, I'm like, that's why I add so many like pictures and like cutaways and music clips and like sound of, like, I have to add that stuff because like I hate. I also am like, I'm well spoken, but I'm very monotone, and like I've been that way my whole life. Even when I did performing arts in college, like it was a little bit louder and not so basic, but like, I don't know, my voice is, I feel like it deters people from like watching my videos. So I try to add stuff to like make it a little bit more not as just plain Jane. Cause I'm not going to change my way. I'm not going to be like Top Pops or somebody where that's like nothing against them, but like, I'm not going to be super fake and animated because that's not who I am. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying Top Pops is fake. I'm just saying like I'm not gonna fake it myself to act that way because like just to get some views because I'm not.
Yeah, I get it. This is for fun. I enjoy doing it. People connect. They connect. If they don't, I'm still gonna do it. I just love it. So I'm glad people are connecting and my channel is growing and it's fun. But I'm me when I make these videos.
Well, I referenced you the other night, Rob, in our Just Popping In live because we were talking about just being authentic and like how people can tell the difference and stuff. And I think that's what makes this community good, because like most of us are ourselves. This is what you're gonna get, and if you don't want to hang out or watch, that's perfectly fine. But some people do enjoy what we do, so it's all good. But yeah, and I also told everyone, I always bring up the fact that you told me once, Rob, that once this felt like a job, then it wasn't fun anymore, which is totally true. So we just kind of do our thing, and I like being more authentic, and opening up to people, and it's worked out pretty well. I mean, I've built a nice little new group of friends over the last year, at least maybe 2 years.
Yeah, it's an awesome community. I
is
love it.
absolutely-
It is, yeah. It's, I mean, everybody. The thing I love most is like, especially in the like, for the ones that are content creators as well. It's nice to have a group that like actually are true friends, like you can actually trust and like talk to and do all this. Because I've had a few groups, you know, lately that I invested a lot of time in that I thought were what they were, and they just ended up not being there for you at all. They actually kind of
Amen,
just
brother.
abandon a lot of people that you care about. So it's like I don't want that to happen at all. So if you don't want to participate, that's fine. But you know, just don't abandon everyone.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Luck and finesse, you are exactly right, man. The positivity in the community is all about love. And that's what it's all about.
Yes.
Because I know Rob is real positive and stuff like that. And so is Josh and all the other guys that I mess with.
Any of this, it's a fun place to go where I can forget about troubles with the world or life. I can just have fun here with this community, enjoy our shared passion for collecting or anything. Yeah, it's just, I love this community.
It's fun. It's
exactly
fun.
Mama J.
Huh?
Mama J says it's a community, not a competition.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Great one, Caitlin. We need to put that one on, put that one up so everybody can see that one.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's very, very true.
Guys, I have a question for you. For
Yes,
you guys, and also for all the people in the chat. It's a Funko Pop question. And for some, it may be a hard one. Now, something's going on at your house, and you got to get out of the house. You're getting your family out of the house. You're getting everybody out of the house. You have one pop that you can take with you from your collection. Only one. I don't want to hear nothing about their teammates or whatever. I don't want to hear it. One pop. What would the one pop be that you're taking?
Woo!
Right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Rob got his right away.
I knew exactly where it was because I've been figuring out where it's going to go. But this right here. I mean,
right up.
The funny thing is, you say that I know where all my favorites are or my most valuable ones. If something had happened, I had to leave quick. I know like the 10 I'm grabbing and running out the house.
Brian said, "I'm going down with the ship."
Brian's going down with the ship. That's funny.
Oh, Mama J, that's a good one. The old Aussie.
OG, yeah.
Oh man, Snake Plissken. Oh, I love my John Carpenter stuff. So I don't know. I honestly don't know Funko wise what I would take with me. Probably my probably my autographed Rhode Island Comic Con Pennywise. It's autographed by Tim Curry.
Okay.
I got it from OC Celebrity Marketing a couple years ago. They had a good deal during an auction, and it has the Tim Curry decal sticker on the side with his picture, and then it also has the OC like authentication because he's private signer with them.
Yeah.
But that's like one of my favorite pops. I mean, the autograph itself doesn't look beautiful, but like the pop and it being autographed is really cool. So Yeah, Mad Daddy, the black and white one. I got it. They had it starting at I think $1 in their auction, and then I got it for somewhere in the low 200. Oh, that's super.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is that?
Got Tim Curry's autograph on it right there.
Did you frame that yourself, or did you get that from Zobi?
Had it professionally framed. Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
That is nice, man.
That looks
one of my favorite things of my poster
that's
collection is
super cool.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, so if we were not going Funko Pops, it would probably be my oh shoot, I don't know. Probably my Michael Myers. I have a couple buddies in Florida. They have an autograph company called CSR Collectibles, and they do a lot of private signings.
Yeah.
They did. It took about a year to complete, but they did private signings with every actor and every stunt actor who played Michael Myers, and then they did a Jason one as well. I didn't get the Jason one, but they did like every actor and stunt actor who played Jason, and they had these cool 11 by 14 pictures. They had a Jason one. I bought the Ghostface one too, that one's autographed by some Scream people, but yeah, I have a Myers piece it took like a year for them to complete for me. But that's definitely probably what I would take right away because it's hanging on my wall, but it's signed by like almost every person who's been Michael Myers ever. So that's my mega grail right now in my collection, or my Back to the Future hoverboard. That one's pretty close.
Yeah. Ask me that question in a week. My answer will change. I think, Tommy, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody else. I have been selling stuff on Mercari, trying to save up for a big grail. I finally built enough up on my Mercari, and I bought it 2 days ago. So I'm waiting for it to get here in the mail. The most expensive thing I've ever bought in my entire collecting life, but I've wanted this for years, and so I just been selling until I finally had enough on my Mercari, and it's on its way now. I cannot wait to open it.
We can't wait to we can't wait to see the video. That's going to be great.
Absolutely. Maybe I should show
Mama J, you might know what it is. Yeah.
Maybe I should show y'all the one pop that I got to take.
Yeah. You haven't answered yours yet, Tommy.
Huh?
You haven't answered yours yet.
No, well, let me show it to you then. This is my baby right here. Move all this stuff out of the way.
I do always like that question though, when people ask you what actually it's a harder question, but when people ask you if you're trapped on a desert island, what's and you had one movie that you'd have to watch all the time because it's the only movie you had.
All right.
That's a hard question, but that's a fun one.
Oh, yes, you're going with Brian.
You're going with the big boy.
Ooh, nice.
That is an awesome one.
Yes. My mom got me this for Christmas a couple years ago.
You must have been a good boy that year.
Yes, I must have been. And I will never let him go. And never, ever, 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 ever. Bam.
Mine's when I bought it, I hung it up on the wall behind my collection. You can't see it in my videos, but it's up on the side wall. But I'm about to rearrange anyway, so I'll probably move it again.
That looks really cool. That's an awesome poster pop. Yeah.
I like mine too because I put a couple of Batman pops that I do love. I put those on top of it like sideways, so it kind of looks displayed better. But it's those movie posters are so huge. There's only I really like the Godzilla Mothra one, but they're so big. They take up so much room.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first one I saw was at Barnes and Noble. It was the Snow White,
Snow White.
the
Yep, I
Seven
saw
Dwarfs
that
one.
there.
And from the side, I thought it was something. I didn't think it was a Funko. I knew it was in a Funko box, but I thought it was just like a display case for Funko. And then I turned the corner and I was like, "Oh my god, what is that thing? It's the size of like 3 shelves of 4-inch Funko Pops." But yeah, they do. Some of them do look nice. I just, it's just you can only have 1 or 2, and you'll run out of room fast.
Yeah, I'm trying to limit what I buy now because I'm running out of space. So I can't be buying those gigantic movie posters.
Yeah. Well, even some of the deluxe ones, or what kind of irritates me with Funko, especially they did it a lot last year. They would have 4-inch pops, but they would be doing like an action pose or something, and they would put them in almost like a 6-inch or like a deluxe box,
Yeah.
but they're not really a deluxe. So like you just took up all that extra space with the box. Like they did the Batman 89 pops that came out last year. Like they had the one where Michael Keaton's Batman's like floating down or whatever with his cape open. Like that pop looks really awesome. But when I saw it in person, I didn't buy it because I was like, why is the box so bulky? Like just
so much
put it in,
empty space in that box.
yeah, just put it in a 4-inch thing, and then I'll buy it and I'll be able to like display it better. But I'm not gonna buy that, and then the Joker deluxe set and the Batmobile as well, because that just takes up too much room for 3 pops. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, man, a lot of my bigger pops I don't even have out. This is the biggest one that I have out because when it's winter time or Christmas time, I'll break out my big elf set and
Yeah.
And I might have like the red Pandame flocked, and I have like the Boba Fett on throne, and I have the glow T pop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they're so big. It's like where do you find space for these things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I like so many of the pop moment ones, but yeah, same thing. The boxes are just like I have a couple. I have the ET one where with the moon and it glows in the dark, and then that one I got signed by Dee Wallace when I met her a couple years ago.
Cool.
And then she goes to a lot of cons because she's like, oh, do you want me to leave space for the boys, like the rest of the cast? And I was like, well, if I ever meet them, we'll see. Maybe I'll have to come to Rose City to meet Henry.
Yeah, Henry Thomas will be there.
Yeah, last year they did an ET reunion at in Iowa, and I have a bunch of family in Iowa. And I almost went. It was for Nightmare Weekend, which is presented by GalaxyCon, and they had a bunch of big people, but they had four of the main people from ET, including Matt Demerit, who like physically was in the ET costume. I pretty much decided that, Drew Barrymore, I don't know if she'll ever do a convention ever, but her autographs are out there though. Like some of the Primetime Signatures keeps throwing them on their whatnot auctions. They've had, they have some Gertie Pop signed. They have some Ghostface Pop signed, and they ended up selling for anywhere from $250 to like $400. So I'm not gonna pay that for just one pop autograph. I would rather add her to like a cast piece. In all honesty, so
yeah.
I mean, especially if I'm gonna be spending a lot of money on it. So
yeah, definitely. You're gonna be spending a bunch of money. You're gonna want to get exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cast pieces are I don't know. I started getting into those a couple of years ago, and they're fun to get, but they're also just like they stress you out a little bit because you're like, oh, I just need like 2 more people.
Man, that doggone OC celebrity marketing people. Man, them people
They take all your money, Tommy.
sitting here from the devil or something like that. They're taking all my money, man.
No, they're I mean, I've gotten so many good deals
What the
on their
prices
thing.
on this stuff though?
They what?
Like the other day, I got a Nick Castle Michael Myers for $43.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, at cons, his autograph, I think I'm pretty sure I met him a couple years ago, but I think he charges like $60 for an autograph. So I mean, you got the pop itself was probably $15-20 maybe, and then the autograph $60. So I mean, yeah, you got a pretty dang good deal on there.
Mhm.
Yeah, OC, when I first found them a couple years ago, I couldn't believe some of the stuff they were putting up there, and like people weren't bidding. Like I got 2 different Danny Elfman autographs from them for like $40-50 a piece. Like, and he charges at cons, I think he charges like $125 for an autograph at cons.
Mhm.
So I got actually, I just got it framed. I'm going to post a picture of it, but I got, after 2 years almost, I finally got it framed. But I have the Simpsons sheet music, and it's signed by Danny. And then
That's cool.
I have a Beetlejuice poster that's signed by Danny Elfman.
That's
That
cool.
one wasn't very expensive, but it doesn't. His autograph's a little. He used like black pen or marker on like a dark color already, so like his autograph's a little bit tougher to see on that one. But I don't know. I might sell that one, or if I ever meet like Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, because I know they do a lot of cons. Maybe I'll have them sign it.
That would be a nice one to get.
Yeah, we do like
I would
Beetlejuice
like
around
Mama
our house.
J. Wish that I were like Mama J, man. She's never paid for an autograph.
Free autographs. Free autographs are
how
the
many
best.
people can say that?
Yeah, my son gets, like, celebrities are so nice to him all the time.
Oh
They give
man,
him,
Lennon.
yeah,
He's an exception to the rule, man. Like I said, every time I see Lennon, I want to squeeze his face. So I already know other people are like just loving up on that.
No, he's more famous than I'll ever be. I mean, he got, let's see. Well, the coolest one was Matt. He got Matt Lillard for free when we were at Frightmare Weekend last year, just because Matt is really cool. But when we were walking away, he like grabbed me and he was like, "Hey, wait a second," and he gave him a Shaggy 8x10 autograph made out to him for free.
That's really cool.
And I mean, he charges. I think he charges anywhere from, depending on the convention, it's like 65 to 80 for an autograph. So he gave a free $80 autograph to my son, and then Ken Forey from like the original Dawn of the Dead. He gave him 2 free autographs, and one was this poster, this Dawn of the Dead looking poster that his friend makes, and he sells them at cons for like $60, just the poster itself. And he gave one of those for free to my son. He gave an 8x10 for free, and then he took a picture on his Instagram with my son, and like, so my son's on Ken Forey's Instagram, and like all these famous people like liked it and looked at the picture, like Bill Moseley and Blumhouse Films and all these. Yeah, he's way more popular than
That's awesome.
It's actually more like, it's cool to meet the people that you want to add to your collection and stuff. But I think now that I have my son, like, it's even cooler. I actually enjoy watching them interact with him more than getting the actual autograph. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely, man.
But he's
kid.
oh yeah, and then I think at that same one, Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street 2, like the lead actor in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, he gave my son a free 8x10 autograph too.
It's fun. I was just watching Nightmare on Elm Street 2 like 2 nights ago.
No, it's awesome, and there's a really cool. Mark's just a really there's a cool documentary that they made about him, and just like the effect that movie had when it came out, and all the different things. But he's just so nice. I met him here in OKC 2 years ago, I think, and yeah, we took a picture. He has like a bedazzled like Freddy glove that he brings with him, and so when you like get your picture with him, he like has you like lean your head back, and he like puts it up to your neck and takes like really cool pictures with you and stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, he gave my son this like crazy 8x10. It's the scene where Freddy's face is like coming out of his like stomach, like or whatever. I forget the whole scene, but yeah, it's like that 8x10 picture. So it's kind of scary picture, but he gave that one for free to my son. He was like, "Here, give that to your son." I was like, "All right, cool." So yeah, my son's met so many. I mean, we met John Carpenter a few years ago. Halloween cast, the Scream cast, I mean, just all this cool people. He has no idea until he gets older, but
yeah, he ain't gonna have a clue. He's like, Lennon, man, you met everybody.
Yeah. Well, and, most of the time he used to be in a stroller, but now he's too big. So GalaxyCon this weekend, I took a wagon, and he just like chilling out. He had a pillow and his tablet, and he just chilling out. We walked around, but like celebrities are always so curious about him, and they're always like, "Oh, you have a little one. That's cool." And then it's a good talking point too. Like I don't have a problem like talking to celebrities. Like I just kind of, if I find it pretty easy, but it's a good conversation starter when they have kids too, and then you can kind of like bond over.
Yeah,
I've had more conversations with celebrities these days about being a parent than I have about. Well, 2 years ago I met Danielle Harris, which was like I've been wanting to meet her for so long. I love her, and she came to. She was at Halloween 4 and 5. Yeah. She was Jamie, and then
yes,
and then she came back for the Rob Zombie Halloween, and then her and Scout Taylor Compton, who played Laurie Strode in the Rob Zombie one, they do a podcast together called Talk Scary to Me, and they both were in town a couple years ago at OKC Horror, and I was so excited to meet Danielle, and then like the first thing we talked about was being parents. It was kind of weird. It's like you meet them finally, and you like want to say all this other stuff, and then you're like talking about being parents. So it's kind of funny.
Parents in minivans, baby.
Yeah,
minivan.
Yeah, it's just funny because I was like, oh man, there's probably so much more I would like to say to her, but they just kind of want to talk about having kids,
Oh man, Mad Daddy, man, he's having a good experience, man. Meeting somebody playing with his daughter. That's all.
Oh, right. That's so cool, man. That's a big one, James Hong.
Right?
Dang.
Go, Scott!
That's really cool. I would love James Hong. He, I think he stopped. I can't remember. I think he did a con a couple years ago too, and then I think he retired from doing conventions, but maybe not though, because I think Big Trouble has a anniversary coming up pretty soon, I believe. See here, it came out in. Yeah, so next year will be. Let's see, 20 plus. Yeah, next year will be the 40th anniversary of Big Trouble in Little China.
Wow.
40 years, man. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like this year and next year, there's so many anniversaries coming up.
I remember seeing that in the theater, man, when I was like, I don't even want to say my age.
Oh wow, Rick Springfield. That's cool.
It's cool.
Mama J.
Like
Oh yeah,
Rick
I know.
Springfield.
Yeah, Shannon Tweed. Is that her name? Is that yeah, Shannon Tweed. Yeah, Gene Simmons' wife. Yeah. That's really cool. That's another hidden gem. Speaking of Kiss, a comedy, Detroit Rock City. I love that movie.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So funny.
Haven't seen that one.
Oh man, it came out in the. I want to say it came out in the late '90s, early 2000s, but super funny. Lynn Shay from the Insidious movies, and There's Something About Mary, and she's been in a bunch of stuff. She plays this like crazy mom, religious mom in the movie, and the movie kind of focuses on her son and then the three main friends trying to go see Kiss live in concert, and it's like this kind of an adventure movie. It's like kind of like Adventures in Babysit, like but just like more R rated, obviously. But yeah, they just go on this crazy journey to Detroit to see Kiss play, and like all this crazy stuff happens. It's a really funny movie.
I remember liking it. It's been such a long time since I've seen that one, though.
Yeah, there's Edward Furlong was in it from Terminator 2. Terminator 2, man. Edward Furlong's been doing some convention circuits too recently, and he seems really cool. I've loved him. Terminator 2 is
amazing movie.
Oh, it's like, well, I mean, it's multiple genres too. I mean, you could put it in sci-fi, you could put it in action. A little bit of horror. I mean, it's one of the best movies, but one of the best sequels that's ever been. I mean, it's so dang good. It's such a fun
Does
movie.
any of them compete with the original Terminator, though?
I'd probably just I mean, Terminator 2 is probably I mean, I do like some of the other ones, like, but I mean, a lot of them, they're not good all the way through. Like Terminator 2 is just great from beginning to end. And then Terminator 1 obviously was pretty groundbreaking as well. But the rest of them, they have fun. I actually really enjoyed the last one that came out that I forget who directed it. But I know James Cameron came back to produce the last one that came out, and it was kind of a replica of T2 in a way, just because it was the same. I think it was a T1000 again. Was the villain, but I thought it was real. The effects were really cool, and it was pretty. They brought Linda Hamilton back. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I agree. I like that one too. It's better than the last couple that they had made.
Yeah, like Genesis. Genesis should have. Yeah, Genesis should have been good, but they ruined so many, like, I don't know. The story was kind of inconsistent, and then they ruined a big twist in the movie on the poster. Do you remember that?
I did not like Genesis.
So the poster came out, and everyone was like, "What the heck?" And Jason Clarke, who was in the movie, he's on the poster on fire, and he's got they show him as a Terminator or whatever. So like they just straight up
Yeah.
ruined a big
Hold
twist
up
on
the
the
movie
poster.
poster. I'm like, oh yeah, they did spoil that. That's right. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, I mean, there were. I think the only scene that was kind of cool was the Arnold fighting himself. Like it was like Arnold versus Arnold, but it was like the.
Oh my goodness, bud.
What do you do? Oh, hold on, I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh yeah, man. Do your parenting thing. I know how it is with the kids. Are there any autographs that I'm really looking forward to getting, Rob?
I mean, there's a lot that I would love to get. Just we don't get a lot of the really big ones here to the Portland Con, and I can't travel to cons because travel expenses and hotels, and I don't drive, so I can't really drive to cons that are hours away because I don't drive. So I'm stuck only going to local cons, and so we get a lot of the same ones that keep rotating through our cons. So I don't know. There's a lot that I would love to get, but I just got to see who comes here. But the one coming up in Rose City in September, there's some good ones, but nobody I'm like dying to get an autograph for yet. So I'm waiting to see who else gets announced for Rose City in September.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. There's a few that I'm looking forward to trying to get. But I don't think that I will be going to a con this year, because the one that I did want to go to, Collective Con, I missed that one back in March. And there's another smaller con coming, but they focus more on the anime side of things, so I don't even know if I'll go to that one either.
See, I'm still waiting. Like the Rose City Comic Con. Now, I'm not big on anime, but I love Demon Slayer. That's an anime. I love Demon Slayer. The voice actor for Tengen from Demon Slayer is coming to Rose City, so I'll probably get his autograph just because I love Demon Slayer, and I already have 2 Demon Slayer autographs, so I might just keep building up my Demon Slayer voice actor autographs.
Demon Slayer, man. A lot of people are digging Demon Slayer, man. I see a lot of people talk about them.
It's the first anime I've ever gotten into. I haven't even tried watching anything else. So, I might check out some other ones, but I love Demon Slayer. I'm looking at my whole Demon Slayer collection over here. I just put it up yesterday. It's in front of me. I love Demon Slayer,
yeah. Yeah, man. I already know that you really love some Demon Slayer, because you have several Demon Slayer pops, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's grown. I've got a whole full shelf almost here in front of. I'll be showing my Demon Slayer collection eventually on my channel, but I love the setup of it, and yeah, it's growing. That collection is definitely growing.
That's cool, man.
Thanks, Luck and Finesse, for coming by.
Yeah, definitely, man. Luck and Finesse. That's my little sister. That's my sister.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. That's my sister, and her t-shirt company is called Luck and Finesse.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So since you're doing all of this moving, Rob, you still got to work and everything during the day?
No, I took 2 weeks off of my job so I could just focus on the move. I haven't taken a vacation in so long. I had tons of vacation time built up. So I just took 2 weeks off of work, thinking it would be enough and I could, take care of stuff slowly. I went a little too slowly, and now I'm coming up on the end of my 2 weeks, and I've got so much still to do. I don't even know if I'm going to be done in time now.
Really? Oh man, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah,
you're going to be just fine. Moving is nobody's favorite thing to do.
No. So cross saved, Brian, I see your comment there, the glow. I love glow pops. Any glow. I don't care if it's a franchise or something I don't collect. If it's got a cool glow and I get it, I keep it. I love glow. So I'll check out your video and see which one you pulled.
Brian pulled the cool glow video. I'm going to have to check that one out too, because I love me a good glow. Now, Hey, let me ask you this question, Rob,
Okay.
and for everybody in the chat, Brian and everybody like that, all of y'all. I know y'all love glow pops. What is your favorite glow pop in your collection?
Oh, geez. I mean, there's so many amazing glows. That's a tough one, and I don't know.
That's for you too, chat.
Well, I guess, I mean, if this would be the one pop I would keep, I mean, maybe this would be my favorite glow also, because it's an amazing glow. I absolutely love this pop.
that is a nice pop.
Mm-hmm. And up until what I just bought, this used to be the most expensive pop I ever purchased, but that's been changed recently.
The most I've spent on a pop so far is that Funko exclusive Dexter Morgan.
Mm.
But I'm getting that one autographed by Michael C. Hall in June.
Yeah, I was able to get that off of the Funko shop, so I got that for retail. I was so glad I was able to get that before it sold out. That was such a cool pop.
Yeah. What is Mama J over here? See what Mama J.
Look him tonight or feel him up.
Mama J's over here, man, trimming.
So I do. I have my glow setup is in my bedroom. So my bedroom, an entire wall is all of my glow pops. And I don't even know, many times a week, I get my black light on them and glow them up. I glow them up all the time. I love seeing the glow on my pops. And I have blackout curtains in there, so I could go in there anytime, day or night, and it's dark, and I could glow up my pops.
Man, some nights I'll wake up in the middle of the night, Rob, and I might have my little black light flashlight in the drawer next to the bed, and I'll see one of the pops will have like this little faint little glow. And I'm like, I don't want to see that little faint glow. I want to see the real glow. So I am up at 3 something, 4 something in the morning. Some days knowing I got to be up at 4:30 to go to work. But I am still sitting here shining the light on these pops, looking at these glows. Like on that Gauge in church, love that glow.
That's a cool glow.
On that pop.
Oh, so I was just scrolling through comments because I missed some. Mad Daddy, you mentioned that Dr. Phosphorus. You haven't opened it yet, but that glow is amazing. I love the glow Dr. Phosphorus. That one is, it's a really good one.
Dr. Phosphorus, that's from that new Creature Commandos.
Yes, which I loved that show. I've watched the series twice now, and I'll probably watch it a couple more times before season 2 comes out. I love Creature Commandos.
Man, check out Brian, man. Walking to his room one time, despite his eyes started falling. It happens like that, Brian. It really does happen. But
I'm
they
so
don't
used to seeing the stuff. Oh, sorry. Go for it. Yeah, I'm so used to seeing the stuff glowing now. It doesn't faze me anymore because, like you, sometimes, after I get it glowing, I go to bed and wake up a couple hours and some of them are still faintly glowing. I love that.
So do I. So do I, man. I have a lot of rearranging that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. I have another set of shelves that I'm going to be putting over here. So, plus some of the pops that I have, I think that I'm going to get rid of too.
Yeah, I'm going to be selling a lot more stuff on Mercari. I'm going to keep doing this. There's some more grails I want to get. And I need to downsize a little bit because my place is smaller. I'm just going to keep doing this, selling stuff on Mercari, sell a bunch to get one really cool grail.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Getting a grail like that, because that's just like you're not really spending the money that you're working for. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That stuff that I'm even selling and saving up for and everything like that. What's the next grill you're talking about getting
I mean,
or
there's a few up there. I really
or
want
thinking?
what there's a few. I mean, I really want to get the Funko Fusion Skeletor. The two recent NFT, the baby turtle glow ones, I really want both of them. Those are pretty expensive. There's a few that are on my list for grails. I don't know what my next one will be, but I'll just start saving up some money on my Mercari and figure out what my next big purchase will be.
Yeah, I don't know what my next big purchase is gonna be, because my last big purchase that I just did was my clone Commander Cody. And
That was
I
cool.
love that pop right there. I love that thing. And my second closest would be Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
That's cool. Yeah. That's your next grail you want?
No, I have that
You
one.
have it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I picked that one up. I want to say it was last week, because I saw it and the guy had it on sale for $100. And I went to PPG, and they had it for 85. So I was like, oh, all right, well, so I don't know if I should be telling all of y'all this, man, because I'm making a video about it. But there's a few other Scott Pilgrim's props that I did get that I'm gonna be making a video for. So y'all stay tuned for that. I was about to spill the beans and let you know now, but I can't do that.
I love that movie. I started collecting the pops early on. Eventually decided not to collect that set to make room for other ones, but I absolutely love that movie.
I am trying to chase all the Scott Pilgrim pops down, minus the those animated series ones. I really don't care anything about those, but the pops from the movie, those are what I'm going after, real heavy.
I think that's really cool, Mad Daddy. I like that you're trying to get all those 200s. I think that's kind of a fun goal to achieve. It kind of makes puts a little fun in collecting too. I like that you're doing that. It's always really cool seeing you get a new 200 line on your channel.
What is a 200 line?
Mad Daddy on his channel, he's trying to collect all of the movies pops in the 200. So the pop numbers 200 to 299. He's trying to get all of the 200s.
Got you. Okay. Okay. That's a cool goal to have.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You'll just get stuff you don't normally see and just some pretty cool random pops. And yeah, Rocky Horror is in that.
Man, Rob, guess what, brother? I am almost complete with Marvel Zombies.
Nice.
There is only 2 more that I need to get now.
So that's another line I'm debating on getting rid of because I don't have the room for it. I haven't decided if I am yet or not, but if I do, you will definitely be the first one I hit on.
Not my zombie brother, Rob.
I know. It's mainly because I have all the jumbo 10-inch ones. I have no room here for it. And if I get rid of all the 10-inch ones, I might get rid of all the 4-inch ones too, except the glow ones. I'm keeping all the glows on these ones.
Man, but I only have one of the Marvel Zombies 10-inch ones. That's that Magneto that I'm working on. That I still need to get back on that. But I don't want to collect the 10-inch ones. The only Marvel Zombies pops that I want to collect are simply the 4-inch pops, and that's it. because the tenant drive, they take up way too much space.
Too much room. See Mad Daddy's comment, save the zombies.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to save them so they don't go to the trash heap or something.
Yeah. I love that line. It's actually the first line I fully completed. I completed all the 10-inch, the 4-inch, the keychains, the mystery minis. I have every single Marvel Zombies, everything they created. I have it.
You are 100%.
100%. I got every mystery mini, everything, all the keychains, yeah, everything. I have all of the Marvel Zombies.
Oh, that would be pretty awesome to be 100% complete. Well, I am 100% complete with the turn red line.
Oh.
So, it's only because there's only two of them. It's Malin Lee and Red
one, yeah.
Red Panda May. So it was real easy to finish that one up pretty good. Man, my shoe go. What's going on? So what are you gonna be doing for your house tomorrow?
Tomorrow I got to go back to the old house and probably do some more clean. I still have stuff I'm clearing out. I still got to bring more from the old house to my new house, and I don't know, but I want to do some more setting up here. I've got my whole living room still needs to be set up. All my clowns and horror stuff is in my living room. I don't have any of my horror clowns set up yet, so I'd really like to get doing that eventually. I still have more to set up in here. I have a lot to do in this room still.
It'll take time, man, but when it's done, hey, you found a place that you can be there for a long while.
Hopefully this is my last move. He wants a long-term person here, so my goal is to live here 20 years until I retire, and then who knows after that. But I'm hoping this will be my last move for a long time.
I heard that, brother. I heard that, man. And I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you're happy with it. And one day, I hope I get to see it with my own two eyes.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Come out there and hang out in the cold of Portland, Oregon, and leave the nice warmness of Jacksonville, Florida.
I don't know. It was 87 here today. It's going to be 89 on Friday. It is hot here. Summertime gets kind of hot up here.
Really? I didn't know y'all had summers like that.
Oh yeah, we can get pretty hot up here in the summertime. It's beautiful. I love Portland. I love how green it is. It's just such an amazing city, and the whole Pacific Northwest up here is just amazing. But yeah, come here in the early spring or fall and through the winter, you just get rain, constant rain.
Oh, that's depressing, it seems like.
It can be, but I just think about it. You have to have all this rain for all of the beautiful green everywhere.
That's true.
I mean, it's a rainforest up here, so you got to have a lot of rain for that, and it makes it worth it. I love how beautiful it is up here.
Man, the bottom fell out of the sky earlier, man, when it started raining this evening, man. It started raining. The wind was blowing the trees everywhere and everything. I'm like, man, come on, slow down. Popagoss.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, sorry. We had a little bit of a accident we had to clean up, so
it's all good. It's all good. You just missed out on Mama J giving everybody $1 million. So
dang. Sharing the love.
You don't get any because you miss.
Yeah, I'll give you a present.
Long potty break, but not my potty break. It's pretty bad.
Those things happen. Those things happen.
Yeah. No, it hasn't. I mean, we've been pretty lucky. I mean, we heard horror stories from our friends when their kids were like babies or like 1 to 2 range. he just turned 5, but he's autistic, so he's not like fully potty trained yet. But yeah, I don't know if his stomach was upset or what, but I don't think we've ever had anything like that happen in a long time. So it was, of course, it would happen as
When
this
you're
is going
live.
on. Yeah.
That is
Well,
right.
I wouldn't have even noticed, but like Jess came in the living room and she was like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "What?" And then that's why I had to get up real quick because I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh no.
It's okay though. We got it. It's under control. It was just we had to like bathe him real quick because
Mhm.
just a mess. But whatever. What are you guys talking about? Funko or
God, we've got a lot of stuff. We were just talking about weather and what it looks like up here in Portland. We were talking about glow stuff. We had a long glow conversation. Yeah, it's been a lot of different stuff.
nice?
So,
Yeah,
Josh, I am going to have to ask you the same question
Yeah.
that I had to ask my man Rob. So, you're a glow guy.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And you had one glow that you can take with you. What glow pop are you taking? Oh, everybody's thinking about that one.
That is a tough one. Because honestly, I do like glow pops. I don't have a ton in my collection. I'm trying to think of one. Actually, it'd probably be one that I don't have in my collection. What is the one? There were a couple that came out, I think, last year that had like some of the best glows ever, and I cannot think of which ones they were, but I want to say they were convention exclusive ones too. I do like the Halloween VHS cover one. The glow's not like incredible on it, but
yeah,
it's pretty
still
cool
a fun one.
though. Yeah.
I think it looks cool, yeah, because like Michael is he's like orange kind of, which is cool. It's like a pumpkin almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's cool. And then there's a Star Wars. I can't think off the top of my head. There's a really cool Star Wars glow pop that has like it's very bright, like when it glows. And I cannot think of the name, which one it was.
Thank you, Brian. Have a good night.
Night, Brian.
And as I've been thinking about it, because there's so many, I might have to change my answer. I think mine would have to be, because it took me forever to track it down, and I'm actually seeing it right up here. I can't believe I didn't think about it before, but the Treehouse of Horror Glow King and Krotos.
Okay.
I love that one. And it took me forever to get a good one. That might have to be my answer.
That's been on my list for a while. I've seen it. Actually, I just saw it. There was one at GalaxyCon this weekend, and then there was one at I did a comic book day tour recently on my channel, and they had one in their glass case, and I don't know. It's not a super. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not like a pricey one.
Yeah.
I need to just go ahead and get it because I do. I almost. You guys know. Well, I know Robert. You've done some stuff on your channel with him trade wise, but the proper popper or whatever. Yeah, he had a like a raffle thing for one of those last year, but not enough people like signed up for it, so it never happened. And then he offered to sell it to me for like the PPG price, but I was like, yeah, not right now.
Yeah.
But I do. That one's been on my list. Actually, I don't have any Simpsons pops, but I want all the Treehouse of Horror ones because they look so good.
Love that line. Mm-hmm.
But that 2-pack is fantastic. Like I've held it in my hand before at stores, and I just can't. There's other stuff I'd rather buy at the moment, but I'm just like, man, it is on my list. It's pretty high.
I got it at a con last year because when I go to con, I always get a 3-day pass. I go for all 3 days, I looked at it Friday, held it on my hand Friday. It was there Saturday. I looked at it Saturday. I was in their booth multiple times Sunday looking at it, and they kept seeing me. They were, they all recognized me eventually because I go to the tables and
You're like,
they
I'm
were
buying
getting
it.
closing down on that Sunday night, and I was back at their booth deciding if I wanted it or not. And they're like, you know what? We could tell you really want it, and we're tired of packing it. They knocked off like $30 off of it for me. I'm like, all right, I got to take it. So they gave me a really good deal on it. But I had bought so much at their booth through the whole weekend. I think they just gave me a good deal on that. So I was really thankful that it didn't get purchased before I was able to get that deal.
No, that's cool. Mad Daddy was talking about the Low Fam Big Trouble in Little China pop. They have is that the one in the collection for those that has one that's regular and one that's a glow, if I'm not mistaken?
Not sure.
Mad Daddy can probably tell me otherwise, but I went to a con in Norman, Oklahoma last year, and a guy had like multiple Big Trouble pops, but I think he had whatever the more expensive one was. He had that one, and I kept coming back to his booth, and I was like, man, that's another one I would like to get. I would eventually like to get all the John Carpenter themed pops. Obviously the Treehouse of Horror, Quentin Tarantino. I only have the Hateful Eight pops, but I want the Kill Bill pops. I want the Pulp Fiction pops, but they're super expensive.
Those are expensive, yeah.
It's kind of weird
the
too.
Kill Bill ones.
Yeah, you would think because like I feel like Kill Bill and Pulp Fiction were more popular than Hateful Eight, but I guess that's why they're the most expensive one, because the Hateful Eight, the four of them they have, they're not really. I bought them when they first came out, and they're not. The Sam Jackson one's like the most expensive one, and that's only like $28 PPG or something. So I mean, like you can get those ones, but the Kill Bill one, I can never find them under triple digits
of the Kill Bill line, man. Because I think I was telling Josh this the other day. When I first started collecting Funko Pops, I went to my favorite comic shop called Mythical Mountain here in Jacksonville. And on the shelf, there was a Chase Oren Ishii for $50. And I was like, at that time, I was not spending no $50 on a pop. I don't care what it was. But man, to this day, I remember seeing that pop, and I'm like, man, I wish I just would have went on ahead and pulled the trigger and got that one, because she is not $50 right now, and I'm feeling like Dumbo for real. Because I was like, man, I really should have got that pop.
Yeah, that one's a tough one. Well, and the problem with the Pulp Fiction and the Kill Bill pops, those were part of like the original Funko Pops too. So like the boxes are weaker and they don't stand up over time if you don't take care of them. But a lot of people didn't realize that they were that, unique. So I mean, it's tough to find those ones in like good condition, and for like even like I've seen crappy box ones like beat up on the top and stuff, and people are still charging. Even for out of box on those, they're charging, $70-$80 for the Oranishi, or the only one that's like pretty reasonable price is the Crazy 88 soldier guy.
Yeah.
Like that one is still kind of expensive, but that's the only one that's not like in the $100 range ever. So
yeah, the Crazy 88, the Crazy 88 guy, he isn't gonna be in there like the main characters, like your Orange, or like your Bill himself and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Bill Pop's not very expensive either.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the ones you can get, but yeah, the Pulp Fiction ones, good luck finding those for even in a crappy beat up box. Like it's so frustrating because I look at those quite frequently on eBay just to see what people have, and then I'm like, the really expensive ones that are an okay price that I would consider, I'm always skeptical because I'm like, man, watch it be watch them not be real. I'll just be so devastated.
Yeah. So I got a really cool story about the Hateful Eight. It was incredible. So the Hateful Eight was released in a limited 70 millimeter print.
Yes.
And Quentin Tarantino was touring the country, appearing at random theaters showing that. Here in Portland, I went to the 70 millimeter showing of Hateful Eight on a Tuesday night. Quentin Tarantino shows up at my screening. I got to watch that movie with Quentin Tarantino. He had an intermission. He went up front and did like a 20-minute presentation for us, little speech about it, and talked about the making of it and making of other questions. And there was like a 20-minute Q&A session where the audience got to ask him questions. And then he went out to the front of the lobby, talked to everybody. I got to shake Quentin Tarantino's hand. He was so nice to everybody, just hung out in the lobby, just talked to everybody that wanted to talk to him. One of the coolest experiences of my life. I got to watch the Hateful Eight with Quentin Tarantino.
Jeez.
It was just randomly in Portland on a Tuesday night for the 70 millimeter screening. It was amazing.
Yeah, I remember when they did that limited run because I lived in Colorado still, and then they filmed that movie in the mountains in Colorado, and the video store, we used to have a member who would come in. Her husband would come in all the time, and she worked on movies. She was an animal wrangler for movies, so she worked on the Hateful Eight with the horses for that movie. She worked on Batman vs Superman with some of the horses in that movie. She was like constantly out of town, and she had all kinds of cool stories. But I remember when they did that Hateful Eight limited run, because I couldn't make it to the 70 millimeter showing, but my neighbor went to the opening night of one of those, and he gave me his they gave out that booklet, that really nice booklet at the 70 millimeter showings. And he gave his to me because he knew how much I liked Quentin Tarantino. So I do have the booklet from the screening. I just didn't see the. My goodness. But
I've got lots of pictures of Quentin. I've got a video of him talking about the movie. I've saved all of that. And, I have it on my Facebook and social stuff. So every year the memory pops up. I love just looking at those randomly. It was such a cool experience.
Yeah, no, that's a really cool story, Rob. I'm like, Quentin's been on my list for. I would love to meet him so bad.
Yeah, he wasn't doing autographs. He wouldn't sign anything for anybody.
No, but just to like meet, just to be in front of him, I would
so cool.
Even if it was just like a Q&A or something, I would just love to just sit in a room.
And we got there a little late, so we were third row for the movie. So Quentin Tarantino was like right in front of me when he was talking to the audience. It was so cool being that close to him.
Wow. That is so cool.
That's always awesome, man.
Yeah, no, we love Quentin in this house. That would have been, man.
We do? I'm just kidding.
I think I'd probably start crying or something like that.
Yeah. No, there's a few people that I've met that I like never thought I would meet. But John Carpenter was one of those. Like I sent in. So the Halloween poster that I got started, I had to send that into GalaxyCon. They used to do like send in autographs, and because I saw it got announced, and I was like, well, he doesn't do cons, so I was like, I'm not going to meet him. And then 2 years after I got the Halloween poster received back from GalaxyCon, he was at he got announced for Texas Frightmare in Dallas. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I mean, I went all out for Frightmare 2 years ago. Like I went to the Thing screening with a Q&A with John Carpenter. I went to, and they named the Alamo after John Carpenter that night too, which was cool. And then did the pro photo op with he and my son and my buddy. And then did the autograph session on the next day at Frightmare. So I went anything that was related to John Carpenter that weekend. I tried to get a ticket to because I was like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. So.
Absolutely, and that's
I
why I
would,
had to get Michael C. Hall, because I think that's going to be a once in a lifetime pop for me.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to just go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to be real happy when I see that pop sitting right next to my bed in that armor.
I'm
yeah,
excited to see. I'm excited to see those once those pops start coming out from from his signings. Those will look cool.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Papa. Josh. If Clive Barker did something like that, I would be anything and anything I could see, anything I could participate. I would participate in anything for Clive Barker.
Yeah,
Does he do a lot of signings?
He does. He just well, technically, he said that he did his last con because he wants to focus on his writing, and he's getting really old too.
Yeah. I've got his autograph on a big Hellraiser movie poster. I've got Clive Barker's autograph on it. I didn't get it, unfortunately. I bought it, but it's an authentic Clive Barker autograph. I treasure that because I'll probably never get one myself.
No, yeah, well, he used to do more conventions like 10, 15 years ago, but he just doesn't do them as much. And then he did 2 or 3 last year on the East Coast mostly. My buddy Brendan, who lives in Dallas, he has a channel called The Horror Green Book.
Yeah, I like him. I like his channel.
Yeah, he's so awesome. But he's actually going to stay with me when he comes up here for OKC Horror. But he went to the so-called last con that Clive said he was going to do last year. And he got to meet him finally, and he said it was awesome. I mean, he said it was pretty fast because he's just getting a little bit older. But I found a couple of Hellraiser stuff, like posters or memorabilia signed by him for pretty good prices on eBay, and they're authenticated. I'm considering getting one because Doug Bradley's going to be here this summer, so
I would love to get his autograph.
Well, let me know if you want, because I'm probably gonna go. So just send me. I mean, I won't like upcharge you or anything. I'll just whatever the autograph costs.
Let me know. I'll send you one of my pinhead.
Yeah.
I got multiple pinhead pops. I bought a bunch of the glow one and the regular one just because I wanted to have extras.
Pinhead's gonna be signing autographs.
He's the actor who played Pinhead, Doug Bradley. He's gonna be at OKC Horror Con in July.
Okay, I'll send you one if you can get his autograph.
Oh yeah, well, because we just bought they had discounted weekend passes at GalaxyCon this weekend at their booth. So we got like cheap tickets, and then my wife requested Saturday off from the hospital that weekend. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go as a family and chill. But I'm definitely like Doug Bradley's gonna be probably my main person I'm gonna get anyway. So I would be more than happy, since I'll already be there. I can get you whatever, and then just put a sticky note or whatever, like what pen color or where you want it on the pop or poster or whatever you're sending.
Yeah, I'll be probably my Hot Topic glow in the dark.
I need to get. That's another franchise that I there's a lot of horror pops I need that are they've become more rare, but the Hellraiser pops are definitely on my list.
Not very many of them, unfortunately, and they've only made one pop of a Cenobite. They haven't made very many of the Cenobites. They didn't do much of Hellraiser pops, unfortunately.
I wonder if they will, since Funko seems to be doing a lot of like releases around anniversaries. I wonder if they probably pretty soon, because they keep pumping out new sets of stuff from like older movies. I wonder if they know how much the horror community loves their pops, so I'm sure they'll do some Cenobites pretty soon.
Yeah, some of the Cenobites would be really, like the Chatterer, the one that they've done, is such a cool looking pop.
More. The Chatterer one's nice.
Yeah, the Chatterer looks good. That Pinhead, the Hot Topic one looks really good. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find before that con. I'm gonna try to find an okay price Clive Barker autograph because I want to get it dual signed so I can just have it. I probably won't meet Clive since, especially if he's gonna retire. Maybe if he does like a book signing or because I know he wants to focus on his writing. But do you have a Rob? Do you have a replica puzzle cube?
I've got a few of them.
So the friend who I went to GalaxyCon for, I met up with him at the theater last night next door to give him his autographs that I got for him, and he wanted to say thank you, so he like made a couple of homemade cool magnet things, and then he gave me he had like a few extra puzzle cubes, so he gave me one that he had laying around. I've been looking for one for a while, so I was like, he gave it to me last night. I was like, this is so cool. I love this thing.
I love Pinhead. I've got a big Pinhead tattoo on my leg too of him holding the puzzle box. So the whole back of my calf is Pinhead.
Oh, I didn't know you had tattoos.
Yeah, I've got a whole horror. All my favorite horror characters are tattooed all over my left leg.
Nice
it's a whole
man.
sleeve of horror.
That's so cool. I want to do something like that, but I want it to be exactly like, I don't want to just pick a random horror thing. I want it to be pretty cool and unique. So,
well, I think my next tattoo is going to be Bane right here.
Ooh, Bane? That'd be cool.
Right here. I cannot wait to get it.
That'll be sweet.
Bane is my favorite.
Bane's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Bane is Tom Hardy's Bane is my favorite.
Yeah, Mad Daddy, that's for sure. I have a few friends that live here, and when we first met, they didn't have any tattoos, and now they have like 20. It's crazy. They just get.
Yeah, I've got multiple. I've got all those horror ones on my legs, and I have 5 frog tattoos also because I love frogs. So, got 5 frogs on me.
Nice. No, that's cool.
They're very addictive.
Did you see the Horror Green Book's Sinners tattoo that he got?
No.
So he posted it on his channel as like a short. But yeah, it's like this 3rd short on there right now.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool. He got Haley Steinfeld with like her vampire teeth with blood, and then he got the brothers underneath her. It looks good, but yeah, he loved that movie so much. He was like, he's like, I've seen this movie 3 times. It's already burned in my brain. I might as well add it to my skin. So, yeah.
Yeah, my next one, I want to work on my other leg and do another horror sleeve on that leg. Some of my other favorite horror icons, but I have 5 tattooed on my left leg, so I'm going to get 5 more tattooed on my right leg.
Man, I did not know you had that many tattoos, bro.
Oh yeah, I love tattoos. Yeah, I mean, I don't get them very often. It has to be something special and meaningful to me. That's why my first one started with frogs, because I've always loved frogs, and I knew I would like that. And then I've been thinking about the horror sleeve on my leg for years before I finally got it.
That's awesome. I've seen some pretty impressive like horror just at like conventions and stuff. He's a secret bad boy. No, that's so cool. It's funny too because in Colorado and then even here in Oklahoma, like I know so many tattoo artists, and I mean I should have a bunch of tattoos. I only have a few, and they're pretty small, so. But no like characters. I don't have any character stuff yet.
I am really leery about going to somebody with a tattoo that I want, because the guy that I work with told me about girl that he got his tattoos from, but when I went to look at her work, she didn't have like any like portrait type work. She had like a bunch of flowers and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm trying to get this Bane, and if this thing messes up, if she messes this Bane up, I'm gonna have a fit. So I was like, well, it may be best for me to find somebody who has a portfolio with
Yeah.
portraits.
Yeah, they have
Well,
to be good at portraits.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
go around. Yeah, because so I've had friends do that too, where they like just didn't get the right. They kind of just rushed into it and only
Yeah.
looked at a couple people. Like go around to as many shops as you can, or look on social media. Like sometimes you can search by location. Just find whoever you can find near you and start hitting them up to see if they have. They can just send you like we'll send them what you're looking for and then have them send you something or show you
Yeah.
something that's close enough to what you're trying to look for.
Yeah.
That way you pick the right person. Cause yeah, I mean, I've had friends pick definitely not the right person and
Yeah,
it didn't turn out as good. I mean, it's still cool, but like it just was either sloppy in some parts or it just didn't.
Mhm.
And then I've had friends who get like, I don't know where they find some of these artists, but I'm like, man, that is some of the best work I've ever seen on someone's skin before.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the guy I found for my horror tattoos. He did amazing work, was the perfect artist. He envisioned what I was talking about perfectly. It worked out really good, but I was searching for a while to find the right tattoo artist for it.
There's a guy, he's in Canada, I believe. I wanted to go watch him work because he came to OKC for a day at a tattoo shop, and I can't think of his name right now, but he does like such beautiful work. He came to do basically a seminar at a tattoo shop, and then he was only taking like 6 to 8 people because he was only here for like a day, and I can't remember his dang name because this was a few years ago. But man, he's especially characters like he does colors and character like he does such a great job. I was like, man, that's so cool.
That is cool, man.
Yeah, it's just cool what people can create. Like,
Yeah,
I've never been an artist. Like,
me
I would
neither.
love to be able. I've been good at a lot of things in my life, but art is not one of them. So
Me neither.
I give
I'm lucky to
mad
draw a straight
props.
line.
Mhm.
I wish I was good at art, but I'm just not because I see drawings and paintings and stuff all the time, and I'm just like, that is so cool that someone literally can. And sometimes they do it so fast. There was a guy at GalaxyCon this weekend. He was right next to to Tim Jacobus, who does the Goosebumps artwork for the books, the original books. So I went and talked to him for a little bit, and then this other guy, his name was like Brody. He's in LA or whatever, but he drew this Creature from the Black Lagoon comic for somebody. He like did the whole cover on it like while he was sitting there, and I saw it on his table, and I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. I was like, you freehand, you did that whole thing. It was blank. And he's like, yeah, it was blank. And then someone brought it to me. He's like, I don't get to do the Universal Monsters very often. So he's like, it was really exciting to like do the Creature from the Black Lagoon. I was like, I love the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's the coolest comic cover I've ever seen. But it was for somebody else. So like he wasn't selling it. But I took his, he was really nice too. But it's just cool to watch people freehand artwork and just do.
Absolutely.
I'm like, you're so talented. I mean, I have a steady hand, but it's just you just have to know how to like do different things with your shading and stencils and all kind. I mean, there's all kinds of new programs you can use today, but
Yeah,
it's just I'm almost jealous because I'm like, man, I wish I could just sit around and just draw cool artwork all day.
So cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's the coolest.
That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Well, guys, We have been on this baby for
3 hours, Tommy.
Yeah, wow.
4 minutes.
That's an impressive first live.
Yes, I
I've
do.
had so
Mad
much
Daddy.
fun doing this live, man. I want to thank you, Josh, you, Rob, Mad Daddy, Mama J, Cross Save, Trent, so blessed. Just all these people for coming out and celebrating with me, man. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. And you made this milestone that much better because I get to celebrate it with you all. So
Yeah,
thank
congrats
you so
on
much.
200.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sorry, my son is climbing on a he'll figure it out. But yeah, congratulations on 200. I saw before we started, I think you're at 209 now. So
Oh,
Nice.
this is 09.
You're climbing.
Oh, cool.
You're climbing, buddy. Yeah, I had a really good for not really focusing on my content. I had some I had a ton of views like the last couple weeks, so
Yeah.
that's really helped me out a lot. Even though I didn't think they were my best content.
Yeah.
They were. It's very
It's
strange.
weird what takes off. My number one video on my channel of all time is me opening the Shrek soda. Why? Why is me
Well,
opening the Shrek soda
yeah.
has over 3,000 views on opening Shrek?
Same here. Yeah, Robert, mine, so before I've had a few 1,000 view videos, but like
Yeah.
never anything past, 1,500 or whatever. And I put out this short like 2 weeks ago for a giveaway I won of a clothing line. It was like a Joker shirt. And I don't know what I did, but it's got 3.2 thousand views. And like, I was like, I didn't even try on that one. That was just like a throwaway short. But then I had like a couple 1,000 view videos that same week. So like, I had a really good couple weeks, but they were videos that I wasn't really focusing on. So very.
Man.
But yeah, Tommy, congrats, man.
Yeah,
it's
thank
exciting.
you for doing this. Yeah.
Thanks, man. This is great.
And we'll do some more coming up here too once we get more time.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I definitely plan on doing more. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was gonna be.
Good.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, they're just us chatting with people that we care about, and it's just I kind of like the small community vibe. It's more fun that way, and then everyone it helps that all the people in the chat like chime in and stuff. So once you do more, you'll get used to them. But but yeah, Mad Daddy, I know Tommy wants to do more. I know our Just Poppin' In group wants to. I know Robert and Sassy are going to do some more.
We'll get our monthly live back on the books. Yeah.
And I mean, once I get my office space back, I'm going to try to do some kind of live more often, and I'll probably have you guys on as guests and stuff. So.
Hey man, you just let me know and I'm there.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, no, you guys know how much you mean to me, and you guys have been very supportive along with people in this chat and stuff. So I'd rather keep it with the people that actually care about what we put out there. So
yep. Precisely.
Yeah. But yeah, not bad for your first live. 3.5 hours.
It was fun, man. It was fun. 3.5 hour live. We had some people hanging out with us for a little while. Hey, man, you can't ask for much more than that because I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, time gets away from you for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna keep saying what I heard Ashley Eckstein say. If you connect with one person, you've done your job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's a good thing to live by.
Yeah, man. So I just live by that, man. What do you guys have planned for tomorrow? Chilling?
Let's see, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Probably just doing stuff, normal lesson stuff with my son, and then I'm still working on trying to get a some kind of GalaxyCon video. I didn't film a ton, but just something to get put together. I'll hopefully put that out on. I'll try for Friday, but probably Saturday. I'll probably put that one out, and then I still got probably 5 boxes of stuff I need to unbox. So if I get a free minute this weekend, I'm gonna try to get caught up on unboxings, but can't guarantee it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about any unboxing right now. Because I keep looking at this Mount Vesuvius of boxes that I have over here that I need to go through. But it's all good. But yeah, man, I just really truly want to thank you guys. I really want to thank you for hanging out with me,
man.
Yeah.
For 3.5 hours. We hung.
Yeah.
It's
Rob,
definitely the longest live.
Rob, what do you got? You just move in still, and then
yeah,
obviously work and stuff.
Guys, also, you all have channels or whatever. Go ahead and promote your channel. Say whatever it is you want to say about it.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to promote on my channel because I haven't been making videos recently. But yeah, subscribe and stay tuned. I have a surprise, amazing package coming. I want people to see.
Right on.
Can't wait to get that purchase. I can't wait to. That's going to be one thing where a lot of times I get Mercari packages. I open them not on camera because you got to rate the person, all that.
Yeah.
The moment I get that video or that package, I'm making the video. That's going to be immediate. Because that I'm going to open on camera. I want my full reaction, seeing it the first time to be on camera. So yeah, I'm going to be making that video the moment that box gets here because I will not be able to wait to open it.
Yeah, we all can't wait to see that one.
Brother, I think your eyes may start sweating that day. So I am looking forward to it.
I can't wait to hold that in my hands and see that in person.
I bet. Yeah, we get those rare opportunities to even get a chance at the stuff that we've been yearning for a long time. That's that's crazy. It's a crazy feeling.
And I want to thank, when I do my video, because I talked about it in my videos a couple of times that I was trying to save up for Grail. I never told anybody what the Grail was. Multiple people that bought for me on my Mercari just sent me a message. Hey, I watched your YouTube. I wanted to buy something for you. So many people that watch my channel went to my Mercari to buy something from me so I could get this Grail. So I definitely want to thank when I do my video, because people I don't talk to regularly or just random people that watch my channel just went to my Mercari to buy something from me. It was really cool.
No, that's super awesome.
Where are you going? Hey,
Mama J. Yes, I will be. I can assure you of that.
Well, yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys got in store coming up here. So,
what about you, Josh? You want to shout out your channel?
Yeah.
You got going on?
I think most of you are already subbed to me, but yeah, Popagoss and just a couple of. I got a couple of cool. I honestly have not even. I've had my first NFTs ever, my alien ones. I have 4 of them, and I still have not unboxed those. So I'm gonna do a video.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video for that. I cannot wait, but it keeps getting pushed aside for other stuff. I'm gonna do a GalaxyCon one, like I said, and then I'll probably have. I got a couple other ones, stuff that I got in the mail, and then after that, until cons come around or Target hunts or whatever, I don't have a ton in the works, but I'll probably have to start thinking of new stuff to just randomly film out of my collection. So,
where can we find you?
So just Popagoss, Poppagoss, and I'm on YouTube, Instagram. I do have a Whatnot channel, but I've only done a couple auctions ever, so I don't get on there as much as I had to take a break from it for a little bit because I was just it was getting a little much for a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a break, but yeah, I am on Whatnot. I do need to set up a couple auctions coming up just to try to get rid of some stuff, but yeah, I'm on all those, and I'm on pretty much all social media except for I have a Twitter account or an X account, but I don't ever use it. So, but yeah, I'm mostly on Instagram and YouTube. I would say I use Instagram the most. I'm on Instagram every day, so you can find me on there, chat with me on there. If you ever need to talk, vent, whatever, just hit me up. If you need any tips or advice about stuff, I might not have the right advice, but I might have something good to say to you. So, but yeah, this has been fun, Tommy. So
Yes, a lot of fun.
we'll let you go. You everyone get some rest. I'm sure you guys are all tired. So
yeah, man, I'm gonna rest. Fortunately, I don't gotta work tomorrow, so
well, good. Yeah, get some rest tonight and start the week. Start your fresh week. So. But yeah, thanks to everybody again in the chat for hanging out.
Yeah, everybody, thank you so much, man. Y'all rock.
Yeah, you guys are great. I know Tommy appreciates it, but Rob and I appreciate it as well.
We do.
But and we'll schedule something soon, and I'm sure we'll see you guys around. So until then, peace out, I guess.
Yep.
You're a diamond. Stay strong.
Yes, sir.
Diamond.
All right. Good night, fellas.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.